Who the fuck wants to do recap?
Alright, what happened last time? We did a fat load and not a lot.
We introduced another character.
Yes, there was Wagyu ham acquired, or not acquired. In
Acquired,
the case of
and then consumed.
acquired by Ishmi, but not acquired by Tom. And then we got them into the guild, but we stuffed boy into a barrel.
You did stuff boy into a barrel.
Arcus had a good time chatting to barkeepers and Jasper the poker playing dog.
I learned a lot about things that happen in my homeland that I didn't know about.
We checked out the ruins of the place.
Didn't see
and
nothing.
Didn't find shit. And now we're all very questionable about where Gareth went to, because he may be the only one who could have blown up the thing. That's about all I recall.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and give yourself some inspiration. As before I continue, you were also introduced to Lord Miramar Feora, or at least Arcus and Kermeg were, the third member of the Lord's Council, who you have now found yourselves at considerable odds with. As we rejoin you all back at your lodgings after you have all turned in for the night, had a good night's rest, and woken up fresh-faced, ready to start a new day back at work with a new companion alongside you. Which of you do you think would wake up first?
Not Kermeg. Yeah,
he's in a fancy hotel. Mockingbird sleeps in a tiny bit, not too much, because Kice has to wake up and make sure that they look the way they want to look, and that takes effort. They're very futzy about what they look like when they go out and see the world again.
Nah, I guess Arcus didn't sleep all that well. Thoughts of yesterday weighing on his mind very heavily. I suppose he woke up super early comparatively. But he's just kind of been meditating in bed, really just waiting for a sign of anybody else stirring in the house or quarters, whatever.
How about Kaya? How's Kaya faring through all of this?
I think she's happy to have a decent bed for the first time in a long time, so she is sleeping in.
Amen.
Dreaming peacefully of very peaceful things.
Roll me a
Wagyu ham.
Murder.
Wagyu ham.
And Wagyu ham. Murder and Wagyu ham.
Roll me a D100. Your dream is very peaceful until you see a piece of Wagyu ham dangled in front of you, but every time Kaya reaches out to try and grab it, it's yanked just out of her reach.
That's why the dream spills into thoughts of blood.
Yeah.
She wants that Wagyu ham. Yeah.
Seeing as though nobody is stirring and Mockingbird is put on Mockingbird's face, and Kice is put on Mockingbird's face, and gotten ready to be who they feel like being that day, which is usually Mockingbird. They peep out and look back and forth. The fourth room, of course, he still assumes is empty. And specifically took the room next to the Meatwell, the character that he knows most best, Arcus. But he is very curious to see what's up with Kaya. They seem useful, but Mockingbird's yet to see them in combat, so they don't know yet. They seemed like another frontliner, which is useful. Another person to draw the ire away from Mockingbird. Because getting slapped a bunch of times by spiders sucked.
Another person
really
to
wanna
throw
do that
a
again.
katana at them.
But yeah, so seeing as nobody else is awake, Mockingbird's gonna go get some breakfast.
There's a decent assortment of things for breakfast. You've got some toast, you've got some oats, some porridge, some egg, and some bacon sizzling on a frying pan in the other room.
Bacon.
as the chef of this establishment is making their usual breakfast feast for the inhabitants of this humble accommodation.
Damn, we got a feast.
I don't mind. It's free.
It is free. Well, it's not so much a feast so much as it's you guys aren't the only people at this lodging, or like they just cook it for like everyone, and then it's
One of those
first
places.
come,
It's
first
like
served.
a B&B.
Yeah, bed and breakfast. So continue, Jay.
Okay. I think since Arcus heard somebody rustling about outside, I think he's going to finally stir a little bit, and he's gonna pop his head out of the door, just try and like observe who is outside. And seeing Mockingbird, I suppose he continues out and finds himself a chair very sluggishly. The lack of sleep is definitely getting to him. He just kind of lazily plops himself down across.
Oh, well, good morning, sunshine. Don't you look just electrified today? Though I can't really tell because I can't see your face.
Electrified is not a good word to use.
I know. I'm bullying you. But no, why the glum, dour body language, my dear? Did you not sleep very well?
Nah, not particularly. Yesterday, and with a combination of what happened yesterday and as well as sake. I don't normally drink, so
Oh, that is true. I did not spy you taking a whole lot of gulps of water. You know, if you're gonna go drinking, you might as well, push off the hangover.
right.
Hey God, there's no like fantasy version of Gatorade at this establishment, is there?
Nope.
Damn.
Roll me a con save.
Wait, no!
Gatorade.
No. I mean Arcus.
They'd have hash browns.
Oh,
No, you're fine. You can feel your hangover, but it's not gonna fuck you up too bad.
Now, despite not being used to it, and not getting too much sleep, he's used to light, sleepless nights due to his time out on the road. I suppose I just need a couple minutes to wake up.
sure. We do have that job potentially today, which would be good
Right.
because
I
that
wonder
last one
where-
was a mess.
Yeah. I just wonder what mess we're going to get ourselves into this time.
Oh, hopefully nothing as sticky as people being boiled down into electricity via evil spiders. You know, there are a lot of things that could be messy, but I think that one takes the cherry on top of the proverbial messy cake.
You know, when you
At least
said
in my
sticky, I
experience.
thought you were going to be clever and just say the spider webs, but that's a
Well,
lot more of a
I didn't
macabre
have to
answer.
say spiderwebs. You knew what I was talking about when I mentioned sticky, and he wiggles his fingers.
It's like very dejected. He's just gonna like let his shoulders down a little bit more. Like very
Oh.
clearly not liking that answer.
All right. You don't have to get all glum and mopey with me. They're making us breakfast. You can eat as much as you want. And have a lovely morning. And then we can go off and get into whatever mess we're going to get into next. Just worry about that after you eat your bacon and eggs.
It's not
Bacon.
Wagyu bacon, unfortunately.
That
What
smells
the
good.
fuck?
That's expensive!
I don't have Wagyu bacon here.
You don't have to pay for if you want some Wagyu bacon.
I'm Bowda.
Free food ain't no fucking Wagyu variety.
The door
Having
opens
breakfast
and you see Kaya. Did someone say Wagyu bacon?
Sadly, they don't have any here. It's a rather meager establishment, but I mean, it is, complimentary breakfast.
I'll take what I can get. Sits down.
Good morning, and how did you sleep?
I think I slept like a baby. It's the first time I've ever had a proper bed since probably months. How did you sleep?
Fine. While I don't think I'm from the same situation you're in, I do appreciate having my own private room and a bed. It's rather nice, little creature comforts and all that shit.
I find it very strange that both of the Asahians in this party have been vagrants, essentially.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you're both ragamuffins. Mockingbird gestures to both of you. But seeing as both of you are from Asahi, actually, how are things different here than it is there? I've never been through there on my travels.
She just looks at
Arcus?
Oh, right, yeah.
Arcus.
No, well, it's to my understanding that our new friend over here hasn't been to the more densely populated areas of Asahi. Am I right in that assumption?
a bit, not as a
Uh,
civilian.
I'll dig into that question in a bit.
Both of
Alright.
you seem to have come from hard times. They do have beds where you come from, right? He looks like actually concerned for both of you for a second. Like, do you not have beds? We can get you beds.
Time I saw a bed was in a upper class motel in the port city of Asahi.
Oh,
I know that Nakaishi, which is where I believe our new friend is from, has seen some better times, but there were a lot of beds out when I was still in Kitaguni.
times have just been tough, I suppose.
Well, not necessarily. It's just when you move around a lot, it's not like you can bring around a mattress to sleep on.
True that, and it's awful.
That's exactly it. Yep.
Plus, sleeping on the ground so much gives us strong backs, right?
Poor
That's an
back.
old saying. I'm surprised your people have it as well.
Y'all are sad. Sad dirt beans.
Dirt people.
I don't understand. I'm quite happy.
No, not in character. I'm sorry. me out of character. No, both of you poor babbies. Well, travel
Sleep on
is
rocks to fix the back pain.
Yeah.
no. That is
Yeah.
awful.
No,
You
it's
will
like
break-
whenever you
It
get a
resets-
bad
it
feeling in
resets-
your back.
It resets the spine.
Yeah, whenever you get a bad feeling in your back, you just lay down on some tile or some hard wood, and it resets it. It makes everything really.
Mockingbird is just like, no. I like beds. I like soft. Soft is good. I do know the troubles of having to sleep out on your own in the middle of the wilderness when traveling. It is so terrible. I am so glad that we have lodging. If Ostrich didn't, I probably would have twisted his tail to get his lodging anyway. Not actually. Maybe.
I guess.
But actually,
I guess the troubles of peacetime are really a different scope.
Yeah, it really puts things into a different perspective.
And I'm going to put big quotation marks on this term peacetime,
Yeah.
given that we've uncovered so much dirty laundry from what's actually happening here. We've only
Well,
just
I-
scratched the surface.
An
I
entire
suppose
suburb
there's
may have been blown up, but it's still relatively peaceful.
True. We're not on the battlements waiting to get, attacked by giant sandworms or dragons or anything like that, so, I guess I can count my blessings.
I mean, what
Speaking
shocked
of-
me was all four of us had to sleep at the same time. We didn't actually have to delegate someone to go and watch.
True.
Right.
Though if we go and stay out in the boonies somewhere, I don't think we'll be sleeping in the same way. We'll probably have a watch.
I mean, I'm used to sleepless nights, so.
Yes, but that's bad. Though, out of character, you're a fighter, so you don't have to worry about getting your spells back. But,
As much as I could wish I could not sleep, the blade dulls when I am tired.
the mind not as sharp, the blade isn't either. Speaking of, though, with our current position, did you find anything out yesterday about anything? Due to your sullen expression, I assumed that the investigation came up empty-handed and depressing.
Oh, right. Yeah, unfortunately. We went back to the town and there was nothing but the bodies there, so.
Oh, shame.
I didn't even see Sweaty Ricky there. That's how severe this issue was, but.
As you mentioned, Sweaty Ricky, you hear echoing across the back of your mind, the back of your consciousness. Don't care, mate.
The fuck?
That was strange. Anyway, We did, however, get a visitor while we stopped at Harada's bar shortly before.
No. Another potential guildmate, or...
Unfortunately, I don't think it's anything further than that. Or I don't think it's anything further removed from that. No, it was one Miramar. He seemed to have very choice words for whichever raiders were in the tavern at that point.
Oh. What are they to the city?
Minister of Defense, I believe. I don't know. Yesterday's kind of fuzzy.
Oh. So the cops came. Okay, maybe not the cops. It's a little different here than... Oh. So you had the goons show up. The police. Goodness, they didn't arrest anyone, right? They didn't start throwing around warrants or anything like that? No wanted posters or anything of the like, right?
Thankfully, not yet, but I have reason to believe that he might be in ties with Bo-Chen, despite saying he wasn't.
Do I have to be taking notes about this discussion, or is it okay?
Probably
No.
should.
It's all right, Kaya. We've happened to land ourselves in, about chin high in donkey muck, and I guess this is just another plop in the bucket. They didn't say anything about this Miramar person, didn't say anything about our reputation, because while I was wandering around, I heard rumors that, well, speaking of muck, our names are slowly being trudged through it, given our association with the location of yesterday's explosion.
Right. Now, they did mention something about that, but if I had to gather anything, he might be trying to develop a case or something. Really, he showed up with a whole bunch of goons and talked real big, but I've never
came to be a
cared much for
menace.
bureaucratic types.
Peacocking his influence, I suppose. I guess that means we need to be on our best behavior if we do make our faces known to the public. But, I don't know, we'll have to see about this next job. Maybe we can clean it up a little bit. You know, extra embellish the heroism on it and seem extra good. Extra lovely. And, Mockingbird clutches his hands together and flutters his eyelashes and smiles and, wriggles his shoulders and does the whole, heroes.
That's what we are, after all.
I don't understand the flourish there, but yes.
Sorry, it's still quite amusing to me. You must understand, my last set of jobs that I was intertwined in, it was quite, not necessarily the opposite. Certainly wasn't villainy, if that's what you're assuming. But it wasn't as lovely, as kind, as sympathetic. So it's just, a change of space, a change of air, and it's kind of a fresh breath, I suppose. I'm having fun. Ignore me, Arcus.
Oh, okay.
It is nothing for you to worry about.
Totally
But-
unsuspicious to me.
Yeah. Mockingbird just seems like a weirdo. You don't know him very well. You're just like, this guy's funny. Foreigners, am I right?
That's pretty much the logic.
Speaking of being entangled, where is our intensely textured Dwergar friend?
Don't say that.
You mean the fuzzy friend?
Yes, the wee one with the bald head with the big beard.
Where is Kermeg during all this?
He's just snoozing.
Still snoozing in its hotel?
Yeah.
It's like 9 a.m., dude. Get up.
Bruh, it's 9 a.m. What the
We'll,
fuck is that?
We'll say some time passes for
We all have
Kermeg to
breakfast.
for Kermeg to get himself out of bed. Would Kermeg want to meet the rest of them at the lodging, or would he want to meet them all at the guild?
Guild, probably.
Okay. So you all have breakfast, exchange pleasantries, touch base with one another
Kaya, take a
before
cup full of water worth, water tin.
before you all arrive at what has become a very familiar setting to you all. What is becoming a sight for sore eyes, the stalwart stallion. Morning.
Good morning. Sorry about the ruckus yesterday.
It's nothing that's too out of the ordinary. Ruckus just comes part of the parcel of being Ostrich's friend. How are you all doing this morning?
All right. Also, good morning, Kermeg. How did you sleep?
Long and not enough.
You never sleep enough. I've seen you go down for like 26 hours and wake up tired. I don't understand.
That
Life
is
a
impressive.
constant strain of anxiety and poor bedding.
Mockingbird
Sleep on
pats
the ground
top
with some
of-
straw. That'll help you back.
Apparently.
Hey, don't. Maybe for you tall folks, but for me, oh no. Rocks just do your head in.
I hope you're doing well, Harada. How's our little pet? Have you been feeding the goldfish? And by that I mean Kumo.
Wouldn't know. Been letting Ostrich take care of that one.
Sorry,
After all.
Mockingbird was just imagining Ostrich like dangling a ham sandwich down into the fucking barrel.
Nah,
Sorry.
just like sticking it through the fucking like air hole he popped.
He has to break it into tiny pieces
it
so
up.
that he can like stick it through his air holes.
God.
Just blend it and
Put
feed
one
it
of
through a tube.
No, one of the hamster feeding things. Put the water in there. God. Okay, that's mean. I don't Mockingbird would have fun with that. Shmi would be like, I feel bad for the guy kind of now. But also he's a shithead who's looking to find people.
This is very dehumanizing.
So was everything that you were doing earlier, wasn't it?
Don't derail my argument with facts.
Rocks don't care about your feelings,
But Harada, darling. Speaking of ostrich, where is that little snap?
Almost as if on cue, the door to this door here, not the wine cellar door, but the door to like an office of sorts, is very excitedly kicked down by Ostrich, who is struggling to hold a large stack of papers. Call and I shall be there. Oh goodness! As he stumbles around a bit, struggling a bit, as he makes his way over to this table where you are all, or most of you, are standing around, and with a large drops a stack of papers on the table in front of you all.
Could I help him move them over as he passes me and purposefully touch his hand and say good morning with a very, very like sincere looking expression?
Stop
You
trying
may.
to fuck the cat.
Everyone's just sweating. Everyone's just fucking sweating.
Look, I'm playing my character. No, that's a joke from a thing. Sorry. No,
No,
look,
it's okay.
let me have fun.
Go
Mockingbird is
for
a
it.
bastard.
You may fluster the cat boy.
I fluster the cat boy.
Oh, good morning, Mockingbird. I
Beautiful cat friend. It's good to see you.
Yes, good. Oh goodness, all the flattery today. Yes, good morning, Kaya. I trust I trust the lodgings I've sorted out for you all have been treating you well.
Of course.
They're lovely. It's wonderful to have our own rooms.
Fantastic.
Is there any way we can get some Wagyu bacon next time, though?
Oh,
You guys
goodness.
You guys aren't getting Wagyu bacon?
Well,
I'm not paying out the ass
we're
for
getting
housing.
it for free.
Look,
Yeah.
look. But beggars can't be choosers, all right? We've got our own rooms.
I don't think you're going to be finding anything of the Wagyu variety outside of the top end accommodations up near the northern beach. But yes, before I get too sidetracked, Ostrich rifles through the papers. Goodness gracious, I didn't even know there were this many people in Brechyt. These are all the jobs we received while you were all off in Woolbridge.
Oh,
Uh-huh.
that is a lot.
Do you plan on hiring more people?
Well, some of these job requests are incomplete. Some of them are tasks that are more apt for miracle workers rather than a band of adventurers. But I have taken the liberty of rifling through this monumental stack of assignments, and I've picked out 3 that I think might be apt for your skill sets.
And how many of those are still on offer after we blew up Bridge?
I should hope. I believe all of them. I haven't received any cancellations, any refund requests, any of that administrative business. So I should hope that the job senders either don't know or don't care. Regardless, allow me to, as he is still rifling through the papers, still very disorganized. Oh, goodness, where are they? I marked them out. I folded the corner of the paper and everything. Ah, here we go. Yes, feel free to peruse these at your own leisure, and you may all choose. You may choose to do these in whichever order you feel. I will read them out for you.
Sure.
Job 1. Vagabonds who call themselves the Murder Squatters have taken up residence in a water tower on the outskirts of Brightwall. The work hands who maintain the water tower have tried and failed time and time again to coerce these squatters out of their makeshift home, but they will not be persuaded. These vagabonds taking up residence in the water tower means that less water can be sent to the outer suburbs of Brechyt, so it's very essential that the tower is cleared out. Job
Sounds
2.
easy.
Mhm.
Old Cletus O'Reilly owns a pub in central Brechyt near the hill called the Old Cornhole. It's not too different from your average pub. Nice selection of alcohol, and the food's decent. The Old Cornhole used to be the watering hole of choice for Brechyt's adventurers, even with the waning of adventuring as a job. The Old Cornhole still enjoys the patronage of many a farmer, mill hand, and lumberer alike, many of whom even used to be adventurers. The problem is, the Old Cornhole's regulars have short tempers and a shared love of roughhousing. The Old Cornhole is the grounds of the tavern brawls at least 4 times a week, and O'Reilly is tired of it. Not only does the constant brawling sully the Old Cornhole's reputation amongst Brechyt, but it scares off new customers, and the cost of fixing the damn place up after every fight are beginning to become exorbitant. Not to mention, O'Reilly doesn't want his pub getting on the wrong side of Taggart's business principles. He wants you all to put a stop to the fighting, as non-violently as possible. And job 3. Portsmouth is a small suburb on the outskirts of Brechyt which relies heavily on its trade routes from regional Broskeland for its intakes to eke out livings and acquire access to essential goods such as food, water, clothing, or tools for work. Recently, the traffic coming into Portsmouth through its main trade route has decreased up to about a tenth of what it was previously. Maladra Spira, the acting head of Portsmouth's Merchants Guild, wants you to find out what exactly is preventing traders from coming into Portsmouth and, if possible, deal with it.
This one has the least amount of information for us to go on.
This sounds like
As in,
another spider cave type deal.
Yeah.
Job 1 sounds the easiest. Could just
Job 1
knock
does
that
sound the
out
easiest.
knock that out in a
just-
couple of days. Just walk
Yeah.
and murder some hobos.
Fucking kick the murder squatters out of the watering hole. Job 2 intrigues me, if only just out of character, because they're people who like fighting, and I'm like, what if we make another fighting ring, Kermeg?
Oh no.
True.
That's what immediately caught me on that. It's
Rule
if we
1
give
of
them
Fight Club.
don't talk about the old cornhole. Don't fight in the old cornhole. But that wouldn't be a role play related one, mostly. Job 1 would be fighting, and we don't know about job 3. So what do y'all think?
I think if we're a bunch of murder hobos, then job 1's probably the most likely to succeed.
True. But Kermag and I are both roleplay related, build wise. So
That's true, build wise, yeah.
yeah.
Job?
So while we haven't gotten the chance to solve any problems via roleplay, we saved Kumo because we did that all through roleplay. We haven't gotten the chance to flex that much with that. It really depends on what in character we'd feel like doing.
I'll be too meta
I
about
think
it.
I have an idea
Mhm.
for how to deal with said squatters, and I might get into that a little bit later, but Arcus is gonna want to do job 1 first because water is very important.
Yeah. I'm also thinking in character, it'd be good to do job 1 because if we want to stay on the good side of the people, especially the poor people that are most affected by the recent
Bingo.
explosion, we can get on their good side by helping make sure that they have their water. So we won't and we're not going to go to somewhere that is like known for being a brawl house and get into the midst of like a potential fisticuff fight.
Yeah,
So I agree, job 1.
Kermeg sees opportunity in job 2, but Mossy is very tired and drained for roleplay, so job 1.
Okay, Mossy.
Yeah, job 1, and then after that, Arcus would want job 3 because if that means helping further the poor people's ability to do work and live, then it's like okay. Even if the job title or the job description is very mysterious and we're not 100% sure.
It's also reputation with merchants, which is useful. And also, doing job 1 first would be good because we can see how Kaya works in combat. Because we haven't seen their skills at all in combat. We've gotten to know them a teeny bit, but we've merely just scratched the surface of who they are as a person.
Build up
They
your
do
trust, and so I want to prove myself. Sounds good. Additionally, I like the motivation. The poor do not deserve to be stepped on.
Before we decide on what we're going to do here, there is the fact of the matter. Are we getting payment for this last job that we've done?
Oh, yes, of course. Worry not, I'll have your payments sorted out by the time you get back.
It's just I really need to take care of things that help me excel in my position as a raider.
It's very well spoken for a raider.
New mask, new mask.
No, not new mask.
New sword, new sword.
No, not new sword.
Health pot.
Half plate.
Half plate, yeah. Actually, speaking of making purchases, do you know of anything? I know that this is quite different from where I come from, and where I'm from, there are a lot of very magically endowed individuals. Would we perhaps be able to purchase magical equipment from this city, or would we have to go out and find some druids or wizards in the boonies to go and get them made? I'm not quite sure about the culture of Brechyt.
I do believe there should be vendors of magical goods and enchantments around central Brechyt somewhere. I wouldn't say that I know of them personally, but I would be hard-pressed to think that you couldn't find one there.
Alright, we can do some snooping, because that would be good too. Sadly, I wasn't able to purchase any before coming over.
Do you
price is very
expect me to believe you can just walk up and just buy magical goods?
Oh, yes.
Well,
I mean,
yeah,
where I'm
yes.
I'll have to see it to believe it.
Very different culture here.
Very different places, very different. I mean, I had never seen
No
technology
wonder
like
the
that
entire
here.
suburb blew up in explosions if everyone has access to magic like that.
Well, here it's much more like technology. I had never seen lights, for instance, that run on not magic. Points at the lights and kind of looks at them kind of wearily, like, how do you get the electricity in there?
Wait, that electricity? I thought they were like paper walls with lanterns behind them. What?
No, there's electricity in the glass. I don't know how they did it.
Her eyes are just like, she just does not believe you.
Well, it's like Ostrich is getting these jobs through a strange machine that makes noises and it comes out with paper. It's
I
weird.
think this is a bit much for me right now. Can we just...
Yeah, let's
Right,
go deal
right.
with the murder squatters, and then we can deal with the existential crisis of our cultural differences later.
Of course.
Yes. Before I forget, yes, the payment for the last job.
Yes.
As Ostrich ruffles through, he ruffles through the contents of the desk and unearths from the mess of papers on the desk 20 gold each for all of you. So 80 gold in total. That is 20 for all of you. Don't spend it all in one place.
I've got a lot of gold to spend in one place.
Well,
So
I think the
20
exchange
gold,
rate
is
here
that...
is different.
Is 20 gold enough for one Wagyu ham?
More than enough.
I should hope so.
An entire Wagyu pig.
Mhm.
Oh, damn.
Please don't go buy a pig.
Maybe some Wagyu fish.
I'm not sure
Wait.
that exists.
I'm not sure I know what she's talking about. What he's talking about.
I have no idea.
This is a magical land, isn't it?
Well, Wagyu's not magic.
Is Wagyu not an enchantment? It
Surely
sounds like
if you can make electricity into glass, and then you can make Wagyu fish.
maybe. Look.
Listen, what
like,
was this that we were saying about questioning
yes. No.
cultural differences?
Please forgive me. Sorry, it's very hard to keep up with what you're talking about.
Wiggy fish.
It's all right. Maybe someday you can visit the Fey Union. Things are very sparkly there, like magically. Wiggles fingers, but it's not scary. Don't worry. They're very nice.
Except for the ones that aren't.
Well, you're very nice, so I bet they're very nice.
Mockingbird was like wiggling his fingers and like looked at Kermeg to be smug, but then like you complimented him and he just kind of like stops wiggling his fingers and like his eyes get kind of big and he's like, oh, and he just kind of like puts his hand on his lap and he's like,
When you call Mockingbird life, Kermeg stifles a laugh.
Mockingbird blushes a little bit and says, "Oh, thanks," but he like says it like
I didn't mean anything
really
presumptuous
confused.
of us. I'm just being honest.
No. I'm moving on.
Yeah.
And stop it! Like clutches Kermeg's face and like wriggles it. Don't laugh at me. But yeah, job one sounds good.
Ah, fantastic. Well, the other two shall be waiting for you when you go back. As
All right.
Harada out the back of the bar, cleaning a glass, just very offhandedly says, you all have fun. Glad I'm not going with you. Ah, and you're going with them. You want to run that one by me again? You heard me loud and clear, I think. You're going with them. Oh, no. Ostrich, I don't think you understand. This wasn't in our agreement. What the hell business do I have dealing with murder squatters anyway?
Don't worry, we'll
Arcus is-
protect you.
Oh,
Arcus is like beaming because he was very excited to see Harada in action ever since he's talked about the Heavens Ronin last time.
oh, come on, Harada. I think it'd be a great experience for you. It'll do some good to get some fresh air and get outside. I don't remember hiring my skills out to the highest bidder. That'll be no more out of you. It'll do you some good to get out from behind that stuffy old counter. Well, then who's going to watch the bloody stallion when I'm gone? I think you can leave it in the capable hands of yours truly. You're fucking joking, right? Ta-ta now. Off you go. Have fun. As Ostrich ushers you all out of the stallion, pushing Harada behind you all, which is very impressive given that Harada is built like a brick shithouse. Well, I suppose there's nothing to it. I'll meet you all at Brightwall. Christ, Ostrich watching over my bar. Terrifying.
Fine.
Oh, I don't think you know Ostrich like I know Ostrich. I don't think it'll be
No.
fine at all.
Ostrich
Not
was
yet,
gonna
at
burn
least.
down the bar.
Right,
Fire will help you put it out. How about that?
that's about as comforting as I could hope for in a situation like this. I'll meet you all at Brightwall.
Okay.
So a few minutes pass, and by a few minutes I mean like maybe half an hour to an hour. Is there any shopping that you would all like to do before you head to Brightwall? Stocking up
Actually,
on
yeah.
any- All right.
Speaking of armor, what is the conversion rate here? Since silvers are 100 to gold, how much would half plate be if we were to try and get it for Arcus?
I'd say 75 GP.
I have 37.
Oh, you're all gonna have to pull some money together.
Well, I don't
listen,
desire any Wagyu ham, so I can give you my money.
Nah, listen. We've got jobs to do, right? I'm sure we'll be adequately compensated afterwards, so we don't have to do this now.
All right.
Well, I appreciate the gesture.
Well, I mean, the people we're going to go potentially beat up are called the murder squatters. But so the word murder is there, but squatters? Something tells me that they're not going to be that much of a threat.
I mean, when you're murdering people, they're not exactly gonna be asking you for rent.
I mean, what's the convention for naming of bandit troops in this kind of culture? Are they honest or is it subversive?
They're actually very nice, well-off people.
I was going to say, it actually depends. If they're trying to be ironic, they might be lovely. But if they're being honest, then they may have never actually killed a person in their lives and they're just trying to seem scary. That's kind of the one that I'm thinking they might be. But
now,
if they do,
listen,
uh-huh.
just in the case that they do happen to not be outwardly hostile towards us, I would like to see if they can't relocate elsewhere.
Oh, that's fine.
If they're
I'm
just
rather
fellow,
good at
if they're just fellow poor people who are trying to find a home, then we can, just help them out.
Maybe we can also just scare them off. They can go squat somewhere else. There's an entire part of the city now that's open for potential squatting.
It's very morbid, but true.
I mean, I'm just being honest. There's lots of space there, even if it's sad. He just kind of like shakes his shoulders. But they're in the way of the water, which is really stupid. They need the water too.
Maybe do they like empty the tank to live in there? Like,
maybe. It's kind of seems idiotic. Wouldn't it get so hot in there in summer? They're metal.
I think they're probably not thinking about it.
Probably not. Not people who call themselves the murder squatters don't really seem like thinkers to me. Perhaps that's me being rude and presumptuous, but I'm going to be rude and presumptuous.
Right.
See and find out.
They might have their own reasons to be there, so we'll just have to deal with that when the time comes.
That's fine. But before we go, did anybody want to buy potions before we go?
Yes, that is
I am already
important.
stocked up.
Same.
No, I'm good.
What are good potions to acquire in these parts?
We can purchase potions of healing. Each of us can carry 5
5.
in our
5
inventory.
maximum. Yeah.
And you
And
can buy
they
5
do-
for 1 gold.
They do what, 2d4 plus 2
2d4
healing?
plus 2 healing,
Yeah.
yeah.
I think I'll grab some
Kurt-
of those.
So if you want 5, each one costs how many silver pieces again? 10?
Yes,
No.
10 silver pieces a pot.
So they're 5 gold pieces.
And-
It's half a gold
Half
piece.
a gold
Yeah,
piece.
for gold.
No, I think that's at 20 silver a pot.
No, I
so
think
it's
it was
1
20.
gold
It
for-
was 20
yeah.
because I spent
Yeah,
an
it was
entire
20,
Yeah,
gold
20
piece.
gold
Yeah.
for, yeah.
So how many gold pieces? It's like.
So that'll be 1 gold piece for 5 pots.
Okay, gee.
Yeah, you can put that in your inventory. You have 5 healing pots.
Because the inventory.
So after a while, you will find yourselves walking through Brightwall. It's an outer suburb of Brechyt, so it's not the most well-off place. It's not as dreary as Woolbridge was. The buildings don't seem too well kept, but the overgrowth that covers a lot of the architecture seems to add a sort of a nice, homely, natural charm to it as you pass through this humble suburb, reaching the outskirts where the architecture and the buildings and all the man-made structures become more sparse. You reach the very outskirts of Brightwall after about 20 minutes to half an hour of walking, as you are greeted by a very young, soft-faced woman. She smiles at you warmly as you must be the adventurers that we sent for, the raiders, yes?
Yep.
Yes, indeed.
Yep. Cutherick Traders at your
Hi.
service.
Fantastic. Oh, I thought there was only 4 of you. I didn't realize you had an extra number amongst you. As behind you all, Harada finally appears with a great axe slung over his shoulder. I'm just a stand-in for today. I'm temporary numbers.
Oh, he's just here to make sure that the job gets done extra good.
We saw the name Murder Squatters and we thought we might have to fight for our lives, but hopefully not.
I'm the insurance policy.
The details that were sent to us on our sheet were a little lacking. Do you have any other information that we might need to know?
Samson, we didn't include that they were called the murder squatters, yes? Yes,
Yes.
the murder squatters. Yes, okay. Sorry, do pardon my rudeness. Call me Harriet, by the way. It's a pleasure to meet you all. As for additional information, what information would you be after?
How is it that they're keeping the water from getting to the rest of the town?
They've... this is almost embarrassingly primitive that we've allowed this to happen, but they've poked holes in the bottom of the tower, so even if it rains, the water just flows right out. We're going to need to replace the whole thing, but we can't really do that while there's as many people in there as there are. You do understand the predicament we're in.
How often do they leave and enter? Do you see them strolling about the rest of town and making a fuss, or do they stick to their water tower?
It's hard to say. We're just shift workers, so we haven't been able to keep 24-hour surveillance or anything of the sort. Samson, have you seen them leave while you've been keeping eye on them? No, nothing like that. I haven't seen bloody hide nor hair of him.
Since you want it replaced, you won't hate us for completely destroying the tower, right?
I suppose not. It's bloody. So
First thought that comes to my mind is chopping it over like a tree.
We could, and then they'd all roll out, but we could also try convincing them not to squat in the water tower. That is the... I'm sorry, but...
Well, see, they have the advantage of height, but if we chop it down, then we even the odds. But obviously, yeah, if we convince them, it's much easier.
We could also try and seal the bottom and then drown them out.
We
I think it's
could.
a bit morbid, but if it comes to that...
But also then we contaminate the water even more so that it already is.
I just seal off the water, then once they've been mellowing in that water for a few hours, then you empty it out.
I think you're overcomplicating it. Sorry.
Avoid confrontation if you just drown them.
Hang on.
Confrontation.
But then we need more water, and these people already don't have a whole lot of that, so where are we going to get it? Did you create water as a spell?
I don't know. To be honest, probably
I
not.
didn't, so I don't have that.
You have a vivid imagination.
I don't.
Right, so let's see if we can't get them out of the water tower in one way or another.
Mm-hmm.
We've got 5 of us here. We've got a friend here with a massive battle axe. I think we can intimidate them first.
Absolutely. I am Cracks Knuckles, extremely good at intimidating.
Work, and we'll use said battle axe to chop it down.
Actually, I have another question, Harriet, my dear.
Yes.
Why are they called the Murder Squatters? Is that the name that they themselves have given themselves, or is that something that they've been called because they've actually killed people here?
It's a name they've given themselves. It's every time Samson's tried to coax them out of there, Why don't you go ahead and show them what we mean, Samson? All right. Hey, you bastards! As Samson turns towards the water tower. Hey, you bastards! What do you want? I want you to get the fuck out of the tower. Your tower? This is the Murder Squatter's tower now. We murder, we squat, we murder squat, murder squat, murder squat. As you hear another raucous cheer of from inside the tower as this man pops back down into the tower.
Interesting.
Oh.
Well, there can't be a tower if there's no more tower.
We'll see
Can't
what we can
argue
do
with that
before
logic.
going to to destroying the tower, because I feel like that would just take longer and the people would go for water for longer and that would suck. But we'll see.
But the tower is already defunct. It's kind of like, whatever.
True. I mean, it's still an option. I'm not saying we won't.
It's easier to fix some holes than replace an entire tower.
At least they can use the wood afterwards if we do have to chop it down. Did we want to try yelling at them?
I don't think yelling at them is going to work, given...
Well, talking to them.
Alright.
Right.
Simple as this. We get their best lad out, we make them fight our best lad. 1v1. Simple as that.
And who do you suppose...
Winner takes the tower.
Again, you're overcomplicating this.
Really, that is really not complicated at all.
Well, let's chat with them first. See why they're even in the tower in the first place.
See if we can't get a hold of the situation before it gets out of control.
Do you want me to chat with them or no? I just need to
actually,
know about minor
by all means, go ahead.
I have an idea, actually.
Okay.
I
can make you loud.
I got a little something. Okay, I have this. Been around a lot of
So what's your bonus?
People. I think it's just one. But it's still. I'm trying to speak as a homeless person to another homeless person.
Okay, because I have a +8.
I like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I
like,
can I assist him
You may.
to give him
Yeah,
It's
advantage?
actually an
I've-
excellent
I've-
idea.
I have a +9 to persuasion, so it's
Mhm.
like we can just do that.
Do you wanna get their attention first?
Sir Murder Squatter, are you still there?
I cast minor illusion on you to make your or I can do it with prestidigitation actually. I can do it make your voice louder.
Who the hell are you?
I'm just a passerby. I've heard of a little bit about the situation. Do you think we could talk a little bit?
I think passers-by should mind their own bloody business.
We're just looking to talk a little bit, sir.
Yeah? What about the weather?
No, it's about your choice of housing, sir.
What about it? I think it's quite comfy.
Yes, but I can guarantee you that on my way here, I passed several points of interest that might be of use to you.
Could I do a sneaky charm person? Make him feel friendlier.
Go for
You
it.
could, or friends or something.
Yeah, I'll just get him to make a wisdom.
wisdom?
So,
Yeah, no, he does not pass that.
alright. So he views us all as friendly. He should
Until we attack
be a
him.
lot happier with us.
Oh,
Okay, I have another thing I want to ask real quick.
all right.
As a homeless person that is particularly proficient in vagrancy, could I have taken note of any potential spots on the way here that might have been worthwhile for these hobos?
Do a survival check on that.
I'm not great at those. Okay.
Not really.
Okay.
You didn't really pass anything that looks like they would have been able to take up residence without being shooed off or given trouble. Oh, I suppose I could do that for you. As he heads he ducks back down into the tower as there's as you hear from inside the water tower.
Oi, Basil, where you on? There's some nice men. There's some nice folks outside. They want to talk to us. What do you mean, nice folks outside? Oh, you're talking about passers-by. They're minding their own bloody business. Why you would mind your own bloody business? Well, they seem like nice enough folks. How do you know they're not? How do you know they're not with those bloody farmers that have been trying to get us out of here for the last 3 weeks? Oh, you come here, tits, Thomas. I'll be back in a minute.
Massive bar of titties down.
Come here, massive body.
3 weeks.
As the this squatter drops his way out of the bottom of the tower. Alright.
How many of you lads are stuck in there?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, including me.
Oh,
I'm
it must be kind
surprised all
of
of you
cozy.
I'm surprised all of you could fit in there.
It's
What
a
with your rippliness.
well, we're not all this ripply. It's a bit like a clown car.
Oh.
Right. So I actually had an idea, if you don't mind hearing me out, perchance.
Oh, sure.
I'm sure you're familiar with what had happened in Wallbridge, correct?
I heard bits and pieces. I can't say that I'm 100% on the story.
But because you folks are so talented in your squatting endeavors, as well as other means, like all of you seem to be very capable individuals. I propose that you folk go over to Wallbridge. You guys can go there and kind of fix the place up a bit. I'm sure people won't hassle you for doing so. And like I said, all of you look very, very competent in your abilities. So
Go ahead and roll me a persuasion check with advantage because Mockingbird is helping you. I don't know what skills you think we have, but that doesn't sound like a bad idea. I'll have to run it by the rest of the boys, though.
It's certainly more space than holding up in a water tower. You'd have the whole
Right,
place to
and-
yourself if you wanted it.
Aye, but it's also a smoky, fiery mess.
Oh, they've put out the fires by now. Don't worry.
Ain't nothing. A little bit of lifting will do. Clear a couple of rocks, then you got a whole town to yourself. Also,
right, and that means that you're also placing your roots there. So any people that come after you will have to, they'd look to you as a leader.
A leader.
Hey, imagine big Ripley man, Earl of Wallbridge. I don't know.
More murder squatters.
Maybe
Exactly.
ease up on the murder, but
More murder squatters. Oh, you're all geniuses.
We'll have a whole town of murder. Boys!
Mockingbird looks at Arcus like, are you sure about this?
It's fine. No one goes to Warbridge anyway.
Yeah, but like,
Can't murder anyone if no one turns up.
There's two more folks. Two more Ripley folks poked their heads out of the water tower. Hey, what's that, Basil? Whole town! These folks tell us that there's a whole town that's just burnt down, that we can make our own hub of murder. Murder hub! Murder hub for the murder squatters! Hey! Murder hub for the murder squatters!
can I, while they're talking, can I make an insight check to see how, like, serious they are about the murdering part?
Go for it.
Yeah.
They just kind of,
I think that they're fuddy-duddies. I'm sorry. My insight's bad.
oh my god.
Pies is shit as well. She cannot tell.
Okay. Arcus and Kermeg, what do y'all?
Oh my god!
It just, it's
Okay,
so fucking
okay,
dark, you
yeah,
can't tell if they're serious or not.
None of you can fucking tell if they actually
Arcus
mean
will
it.
just clutch
Can I give it a shot? I've got a 4 in insight.
I'm gonna say no, because we've already had 3 insight checks, I'm sorry.
God.
God.
Are you sure about this, Arcus? I don't know. They seem harmless, but also.
Arcus has just shoved his idea. Worked. He's not paying
Yeah,
attention.
no. He's kind of self-absorbed right now.
Murder town! Hey, murder hub for the murder squatters! Murder hub, murder hub, murder hub, murder hub. And you hear from inside the tower. Murder hub, murder hub, murder hub, murder hub. Hey,
Listen, I'm sure they'll get tuckered out using all of this murder energy into rebuilding the town, perhaps.
They might actually commit their first murder.
you're all I say you're all a group. You're all a fine group of guys and gals. And as Basil points at you, Mockingbird, I can't exactly tell what you are.
Mockingbird, like, shrugs and says, whatever you want.
Are you coming on to me?
Mockingbird gets the dot face,
Hey, it's an improvement over your spiders.
True. He doesn't
And,
have a spider ass. He has an actual ass.
Basil walks
Does
up.
he have an actual ass?
Does he have an ass? Do he have a Ripley buns though?
Yeah, Basil has cake. Basil's pretty
Yo!
cheap, though.
Let's
Basil's got
go!
He's got
I
cake.
can yam.
Hell yeah! Time for some ripple cake.
As
I hate
Basil, with all his muscly ripply cake, approaches both you, Basil, and both you, Arcus, and Mockingbird, putting a hand on each of your shoulders. You're all a good group of lads. If it hadn't been for you, I never would have thought of that. The idea of a whole blank canvas for all of us to start anew, to build our own enterprise. You hear from behind you Harada speaking up. Are you careful about this? I don't have a good feeling about this. Basil leans in to you specifically, Arcus. From one gentleman to another, I have a bit of a confession to make.
What's that?
You see, we, the murder squatters, we've never actually murdered anyone.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
Oh, well, that's okay. I think that's better for you guys. Like, listen.
Yeah, but you see, if we're gonna have an entire hub dedicated to squatting and murdering, we can't just be squatting.
Well, okay. Well, how about this? How about you rebrand a little bit, right? You just instead of a hub of murder squatters, how about you make a town, right?
A town of murder squatters!
No.
No, just a town.
You're unbelievable! You're unbelievable! You're so smart! You hear that, boys? A town of murder squatters! Murder! 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 Murder!
Okay, like, all right. Mockingbird is right next to you, and he's just kind of like looking at you, like, all right, Arcus. Like, I'm neutral evil. I don't have that much of a problem with this, but how do you feel about this?
Now you see, now that we're gonna make a whole town of murder squatters, we've got to get a lot better at the murdering.
No, okay, listen. I'm saying that this town is an alternative to squatting, right? Because as soon as you found a town, you're no longer squatting, correct?
Oh, so we're just murdering.
No, listen. You're not listening to me.
Oh, I think I hear you loud and clear.
No. You don't. Listen.
Looks behind him at the farmers. What do they think of this?
You should introduce him to football.
Football squatters.
Kermeg's just laughing.
Harriet looks terrified for her life. All of the color has drained from Samson's face. He just wants to go home.
Oh no! Shit! Our reputation. Shit.
Basil, listen.
Oh, I'm listening. You got all the good ideas in the world.
I'm saying you guys don't have to be murdered squatters.
Roll persuasion with disadvantage.
I also get a +1 to this.
You do get a +1, but you do have disadvantage.
Wow.
You're right. We could be killers. We could be devastators. We could be annihilators.
Slaughterers?
Slaughterers, yeah, genociders. Oh, keep them coming.
I actually don't know if those are words.
No. Listen. I'm saying instead of murder hobos, you could be like mayor because you formed your own.
The mayor of the murder town. Oh, I like that. No. You see. Yes. Oh, sorry. Continue.
Here's the thing with murder, right? You only really get to do it once per person. There's a lot of people. Sure, there's a decent amount of people in this world, but you don't get the same experience. You can't really capture that killing of the same person over and over again. But if you stop with the murder and just go maybe to a bit of, organized fighting, you can beat people up, but they don't die, so they can come back for more.
Kermeg, it's your turn to roll persuasion.
I am a lot better. Wow. My roll is garbage, though.
That's okay. He rolled a 1.
Oh, God, okay.
Organized fighting.
I could help you get that sort of thing set up for a little bit of maybe a cut of explosives that get paid from.
If you think about it, you can murder someone once, but you can beat them in a fight as many times as you want.
Exactly.
You're saying it's like murder that you can do over and over and over.
Aye, but
It's
people get
reusable murder.
Reusable murder, except for a bit less murder.
Without having to deal with necromancy, too, because that's messy.
Hey, boys! Reusable murder!
Reusable murder?
I might need to rebrand it a little bit because the reusable murder club probably isn't going to attract a lot of people to join in on the reusable
For
murder.
a fighting club, it sounds really nice.
A fighting club? I don't like the sound of that. I need to let y'all in on another secret, though.
You've never fought.
Yeah, not in a while. Our skills are a bit rusty. We haven't. Truth be told, one of the reasons we took up residence in this tower is that we were hoping that someone would just come and throw hands, but.
Would you like a demonstration?
Oh, you're offering?
Preferably not me, just to see other people.
Boys! We got a brawl on our hands!
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Oh, fiddle.
And guess what? As even more murder squatters pile out of the tower, it's time to roll initiative.
This is so higher as well.
It's time to roll initiative.
As a free action, because talking is thankfully a free action, Mockingbird turns around to the farmer and the lady and says, "Please make sure you're a safe distance away. We'll handle this situation. I'm sorry."
Samson is just backing away.
Upon
safe.
the hole, we are calling the boys. Kermeg's gonna bolt into a bush.
Oh my god.
It's time for initiative. As Basil very excitedly turns to you all and says, "Oh, I hope you'll give us some very good experience."
Woo!
Uh-huh. Non-lethal, right, Arcus?
Right.
Okay.
No promises. You hear the bush shout.
Arcus?
Yes.
Sucks.
I tried.
You did. You did a very good job, and then you didn't. But it's not your fault.
Damn it,
Take full
Kyle.
blame for this. It is
He
my
like actually
curse.
pats you.
Though I try and walk the path of peace, violence always finds me.
I mean, at least we don't have to. Murder doesn't even sound like a word anymore.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
no, that's for
Oh,
Harada.
Harada.
Yeah,
Hey.
Harada's fucking
Karada,
boss.
that's
Oh, yo, I get to see the fucking Midnight Ronin pop off. Or Heaven's Ronin, fuck. Let's go.
Mockingbird does like kind of like wiggle his hand towards Harada. Non-lethal, right? Right?
Hey,
Okay.
it'll be as non-lethal as it can be. Alright, Pipsqueak, you want some battle experience? You'll get some battle experience. As Harada is first up on the turn order.
Pop off, King.
Let
Let your nuts hang.
He's going to use his bonus action to rage.
Oh, he's a barb.
He is a barb, as he's going to.
Oh, I get it. Barbarian.
He's going to
Shut up.
use reckless attack, as he is going to actually duck himself. Can he do that? His speed is 40 because he is a totem warrior. So he's going to throw reckless attack on. He's going to throw rage on. And he's going to take 2 big swings at this fellow with his great axe. Okay, so he only hits with the 22. Never mind, I misread that. Alright, so he does 8 slashing damage to this fella. His first attack hits right in the flank, but the other one just misses. I'm getting a bit rusty. It's just as well I'm back out here on the field.
He can just chat during raging. I guess he'd sound really angry.
Yeah, imagine it's more intense than how I said it.
Yeah, okay. I was gonna say, because usually, like, the reason you can't cast spells is you can't concentrate,
Yeah.
you can't use verbal or, like, somatic components.
I'm rusty!
Ah.
Arcus is just gonna kind of like take all of that into account and like beam at the fact that he gets to see him in action so quickly. But he's gonna take this second to move to the to Basil's flank. I had to remember his name. And he's gonna go ahead and hit him with his katana.
Cool, you have advantage on that, by the way. Just saying that while Harada is within 5 feet, an enemy, anyone else who is attacking the same enemy with a melee attack will get advantage.
Yeah, holy shit. And with my oh my god. That's busted. Holy
Totem
shit.
warriors are really busted.
Yeah, no shit.
Totem Warrior
Okay.
is fucked.
And then I'll do that as well.
It's not as fucked as the one druid or any cleric, but it is very fucked.
Yeah. He's just gonna move to the side and do a quick 2 slashes to Basil.
Whoa. Okay. 15 and 9. That is 24. As Basil is a bit winded from that. You know how to talk a big game and pack a punch. Your slashes hit as hard as your ideas do.
I have this. Does that mean I can re-roll that die?
Yeah.
2 more
so
damage.
It does 2 more damage.
All right, Mockingbird.
Mockingbird is just kind of like, I remember why I'm the one that's that usually does negotiations, or Kermeg. Just kind of like blinks and looks at Arcus and is like, at least it's working out, kinda. How bullied does Basil look at the moment?
Super bullied.
He is looking fairly bullied.
All right.
A lot of bullying has been done to him.
Mockingbird whips out his rapier and bully, and I have advantage, so that's good.
Oh.
23.
Oh. Yeah, just as well. Oh my god.
Thank God for that advantage. Yeah.
Yes, that hits.
Okay. Does a 5 kill him?
No.
Does another 5 kill him?
No, but he is looking a lot worse for wear. Oh,
Then, does 15 on top of that kill him?
Jesus.
oh my god, he is not looking good at all. It doesn't kill him,
Okay.
but he is not looking
Alright.
good.
In his brain, my evil brain worms that slither from my weapon attack get in his head and say, "Stop saying murder.
Yeah.
You're ruining the word for me."
He's killing
I
the
deal
game.
15 damage. That was the wrong one, but whatever.
That's all right.
It's the same. It's the same. A number of d6s. Just ignore the
Yeah,
flame
that's
attack.
alright. Oh, you know how to pack a punch. Alright, Rudy, you're up! This hooded man back here. Oh shit! Right. He is going to hop himself down from the tower over here, and he is going to attempt to cast Inflict Wounds on you, Kaya.
Oh, so okay, that's right. It's a roll to hit AC.
Yeah, and he rolled a nat 20. Rudy is fucking ready for battle.
Finally, I get to murder.
As this
Except opportunity attacks, but this is not.
yeah, this murder squatter, very, very ready for action, flies down, preparing his dagger as a very dark, twisted energy surrounds it. And as he slashes at you, Kaya, you feel these tainted tendrils of what you could imagine if it had a physical form of thick black tar coursing throughout your body as you take 31 necrotic damage.
Fucking hell.
he nat 20 on the attack roll and he rolled really well on his damage.
32, that would be 6
31.
HP.
Oh.
31,
Oh.
so 7.
7 HP.
That is this cult fanatic's turn. It is now this berserker's turn.
Turns out he's really good at murdering.
Yeah. He came
Wow.
prepared.
That's a changeling. When you change it to a different race, do you get their resistances or?
No, I only look like that's how changelings used to be. But right now,
Okay.
I just appear to be human, which is why I choose to be human or like things that are human-esque most often, because
Yeah.
my stats and stuff are akin to it. Like, I don't have pure dark vision, for instance. So if I pretended to be a drow, it'd be really weird if I couldn't see in the dark, right?
This motherfucker is going to try and swing at you, Arcus. He's going to swing at you with advantage because he has also popped Reckless. Does a 14 hit your AC?
No,
He misses.
it would have hit me 2 sessions ago.
Your your increased adaptability has paid off as you were able to just sidestep out of the way of this large man's axe swing as he brings it down over his head, just missing and crashing at your feet. Kaya, it is time for you to pop off and show everyone what you can do.
Kai's in immense pain right now.
Welcome to the campaign.
Straight off the path of blood. But now you leave me no choice. You want to see what it's like to murder? I'll show you murder. She slightly unsheaths her katana. Eldritch Blast.
Awesome. So who are you throwing these at?
The
What's
one that's
up?
next to me.
All right. Even with disadvantage, those both still hit.
Mm-hmm.
He is no baby.
He does not have a very high AC, so that is 9 damage. As you throw these 2 crackling streaks of energy straight at him, hoping to make him feel even just an ounce of the pain that he inflicted upon you. Is there anything else you would like to do in your turn? Chugging health pots is a bonus action.
Might be wise.
Has
Maybe
known to
just
help.
one at a time is it kind of thing?
Yeah, just one
Yeah.
at a time.
Okay, she'll chug 1. D4 plus 2. Thank God I bought those. 10.
Woo! Oh my
So I'm back to
God.
7 in.
All right.
Enough for you.
As this cult fanatic next to you sees the serious intent in your eyes, as the normally calm demeanor of Kaya is replaced with this pure being of rage. He's unnerved a little bit, as he's like, oh shit.
It's the Tosai glare. It's death.
It's now this fella's turn. As he's going to run over here, and he is going to attempt to also cast Inflict Wounds, but on Harada. That is going to hit him. And oh my god, these guys are rolling so fucking well on their damage.
they're fucking, they're eager to kill, aren't they?
Yeah, holy shit. As Harada also, Harada takes fucking 21 damage from that shit. So he takes a hefty blow as this cult fanatic just stabs at him in the back. Ah, you fucking bastard. It's now Basil's turn. Mockingbird.
Hi, Basil.
Basil's
Twinkle
gonna go
finger.
for you.
What's up, cutie?
Hi, cutie.
He's gonna pop his own reckless, give himself advantage.
Bop him in the face though, cause Sentinel.
Yeah. go for it, as I'm going to... Yeah, that hits. As,
Oh, and I get to reroll that damage die.
you do get to reroll that damage die.
Shit.
Nice!
Okay, Mockingbird does a 23 hit your AC.
No. Yes, of course it is.
You take 8 slashing damage from this man's axe as Arcus quickly spurs into action following his attack, dealing a hefty 17. How do you want to do this?
Oh shit. I guess he's just gonna slash at his arm after he's swung,
Oh,
just to punish him for attacking my friend.
Thank you, Muffin.
but it's still this fella's turn. He's gonna run himself over here. He's gonna try and swing at you also, Mockingbird.
You're also burly.
Yeah, popping a reckless.
Ripley. Couple of Ripley men.
My god, these guys are
Oh,
rolling
no.
like fucking gods. Does a 23 hit your AC?
Bruh!
Yeah, they're really excited.
We
for
ain't murdered yet, but
Oh my
I'm
fucking
going
god.
to.
Mockingbird, you take 13 slashing damage as
Bruh.
this Ripley man lunges at you with his great axe, ready to join the fray, champing at the bit.
Excuse you.
Oi! Oh, sorry, was I a bit rude there?
Yes.
Oh, is that not good fight etiquette?
No. I'm just bullying you. It's fine. We are having
Oh.
a fight.
Oh, so it's okay that I caught you in the ribs with a great axe.
No, it's not.
Oh, so that was rude then.
I actually don't know how to finish this conversation with making it quite poignant. No, like actually, he asked,
Convince him it's
"Oh,
rude so he
did I do something
doesn't
wrong?"
fight
And
properly.
he's like, "Yes." Mockingbird's like, "Yes, don't worry though." And he pats his rapier in his hand, and he's like, "I'll stick you too. Don't worry. It's a reciprocate. I'm reciprocating. That's how a fight works."
Glad to hear it.
This man's never fought before. Is it rude to smack someone with a great
Is it rude to hit somebody when you're fighting? It's like, no shit.
Kermeg.
So from his position in the bush, gonna shoot this fella there. Oof! Thank God there's an advantage on that. Fuck,
Which fella are you shooting?
that one.
The caster
You
up here.
wouldn't would being in the bush have given you advantage?
You being kidding.
Is there anything else you would like to do, Kermeg?
Missed bonus action to hide again.
Yeah, you're fine.
So
It is now this motherfucker's turn. She's going to duck down here. He's also going to try and attack on Harada, and he's going to have advantage as Harada has used his reckless attack. That's a 19, and that's a nat 20.
ooh.
Thank God he's only attacking with his dagger, so Harada only takes 8 damage all in all, as they're really whittling away at him a bit. It's now this fella's turn. This guy's gonna move himself up here, and on this, on the guy in front of Arcus, he is going to cast Shield of Faith. So this berserker lad now has a higher AC, not that much higher, but it's still higher. As that is his turn, as he just does that. Not wanting to get in the way of his comrades, his fellow reusable murder friends. As top of the turn order, it is now Harada's turn. As he is going to smack away at this fella in front of Kaya, giving 2 quick chops with his great axe.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Damn, Shoddy, okay?
damn! Both of those hit. 24 damage. Finding his feet again, he brings his hammer. He brings his axe down, hitting this berserker hitting him once in either side, as he makes very short work of his flanks. As Arcus, it's your turn.
I'm gonna just scooch up from here to here. So it was the one over here that got the divine shield or whatever, right?
Yes.
And then this one was the one that just got hit by Harada?
Yep.
Okay. I want to attack the one south of Harada then.
All right. You have advantage because of Harada's wolf spirit.
19 hit?
Yep.
How is he looking?
Not good.
Okay. I'm going to do it again then. 13?
Hold on. A 13 matches.
Okay. Sweet. Sick. Oh, and that I get to reroll that.
Awesome. Yeah, that's still a shitload of damage. Mental math, that's also 24. Yeah, no, this fella's not looking too good.
You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna bust my nut.
Oh, okay. Shit.
13, you said matches, right?
It does.
So that's another 15. How is he looking?
He looks like if you blow on him, he'll fall over.
Okay. How about now?
All right. How do you want to do this? Shit.
Okay. To mimic what Harada was doing, it's just one state, both sides.
Fucking fanboy audience.
Yeah, and listen, Mockingbird gets the cat boy, I get the samurai, okay?
The samurai with an axe.
Yes.
Mockingbird.
Hi.
5 chumps still remain.
I'm gonna walk over here. Because I didn't get to reciprocate on this gentleman who fucking cracked me in the ribs with his goddamn great axe.
Sorry.
No, it's fine. Mockingbird does not mind kill stealing. As you have noticed,
Kill?
he does it quite often. Kill? Well, you know.
Murder
Knock
bad
me out,
unless
steal
I
it.
do it.
Murder's
No,
bad
I'm
unless
not murdering. Not lethal.
Murder
No,
bad unless you
no.
squat.
Alright, I'm going to attack this motherfucker right here.
So 14. Yeah, that hits.
Oh, okay. So, up 4 damage from the stick. 2 more damage because it hurts, because I stuck him in an extra special part.
Ooh.
And then
2x hurting
12
damage.
Ooh.
Whoa.
And then when my evil magic slithers
Oh
under
my
his
God,
skin like
fuck off.
slugs that are being
Holy
forced
shit.
into him
Ugh,
with
I don't like that.
syringes,
Wait.
he
Ugh.
takes 12. As a
Uh,
bonus action, I'm going to heal myself since I missed.
all right. It is.
20 boys' turn.
She's seeing that it worked so well the first time. He's gonna go for another inflict wounds.
Uh-oh.
A 6 doesn't happen to hit your AC, does it?
No, AC 14.
Yeah, so he wildly misses this time, getting very overconfident from the first absolute cracker of a hit he
Yeah.
fucking landed on you. Realizing that maybe his first hit was a bit of beginner's luck, as he swings at you with the same dark energy surrounding his dagger, but wildly misses. As is now this boy's turn. He's going to go for another swing at. He's going to go for a swing at you, Arcus, which he has
Okay.
advantage on because you are being flanked. Does a 21 hit your AC?
Unfortunately.
Damn! Oh, damn! Oh, damn!
Damn!
You take 8 slashing damage as he manages to work his axe in between the plates of the armor on your shoulder.
Okay. I want to do that.
Okay. So he
So
only
yeah,
takes
9
half.
damage.
He manages to shield himself from most of the damage that you threw back out at him. Still taking a bit of the fire, but he shields himself from a good chunk of it. As Kaya, Pop-Off Queen, it is your turn.
Pop off Queen. She's gonna
Pop
grab
off
out a
Queen.
water skin, uncork it with her teeth, and cast Armor of Gargantus.
Ooh, okay.
Go hard, Fempro.
So you have 20 temp hit points.
And whoever attacks me takes cold damage. Just try and strike me again, will you? She says. As icicles surround her, kind of aura of death and armor.
Is that your turn?
Yes.
All right. It's now this cult fanatic's turn. He's going to. He's also going to try and swing at you, Arcus, with inflict wounds with advantage. Does a 16 hit your AC? All right. Luckily, this is the first time that someone has rolled dog shit on their inflict wounds damage. And you take 10 necrotic damage.
Yeah, I would
10?
have asked for a screenshot of that dice roll.
Yeah, 10 necrotic damage.
Fuck inflict wounds, bro.
Inflict wounds is a fucked spell, dude. It's 3d10 at level 1.
Level 1?
Yeah, that's a level
Yeah.
1 spell.
What the fuck?
You take a 10 necrotic damage as this hooded man hits you with darkness infused dagger, and it is now Kermeg's turn.
We're gonna try and shoot that boy again.
This
With
boy.
Advantage. Yep.
Yep, that hits.
That fucking hits. So we're gonna take him for the bolt plus sneak attack because there was advantage.
Oh damn! Okay.
And fuck it, we'll throw in a psychic blade.
Shit. Okay.
Just to
Damn, Shotty, okay?
Damn. This fighter fucking highlight reel.
He's mad he missed.
I pencil. I see your point.
14.
I guess you're right.
All right. Oh my god. You land this arrow like right into this guy's fucking throat. He's not dead yet, but like you just miss like his fucking jugular. But, oh my god, he's not looking good. As it is there anything else you'd like to do in your turn?
I just gonna do a slight reposition and then hide again.
All right, stealth.
Gonna find my stuff.
You are not hidden. They're not focused on you right now. As it is now this cult fanatic's turn, and hearing Kaya's invitation to just try and hit her again, he is going to try and hit her again.
Nat 20, nat 20, nat 20.
He is going to swing with 2 of his daggers. Does a 6 hit your AC? Does an 18 hit your AC?
Yes.
All right. As he hits you for 5 piercing damage. However, as he hits you, the icicles surrounding you fire at him like homing missiles. Increased by 5 for each slot level above first. So he takes 20 cold damage.
God, motherfucking damn!
This is
I'm
like
doing
spell.
that.
It's so good. Basically, yeah. I imagine
Alright.
they're kind of icicles that are circling her, and so one is used up in the process of fucking him up. Basically, I imagine.
Yeah. It is now this motherfucker's turn. Wait, which motherfucker? This motherfucker. He is going to force Harada to make a dexterity save. So that is 1 as he casts as this guy over here casts Sacred Flame, causing just this fiery radiance to appear from the sky and descend upon Harada. Not hurting very much, as he only takes 7 damage from that, but it still singes him quite a bit. It's now his turn, turning his attention to this one here. Harada's going to take 2 swings, both of those missing. It's Arcus's turn. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna attack the one that was hitting at him. Actually,
Yeah, that's fine.
his rage is still up, right? So I still got advantage.
Yes.
Man, I've been looking for an excuse to use fighting spirit, but
You don't need it.
yeah, exactly. Okay, so yeah, 19 hit.
Yeah.
Did he hit it all other than that?
No, he was one that Kermeg shot.
Oh, right. So he's got a fucking arrow sticking out of his throat.
Yeah, he's not looking good.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it again then.
All right.
28 hit.
Yeah, how do you want to do this?
I'm assuming he's trying to grasp for the arrow that's lodged in his throat right the second. So while he's trying to reach at it, just a quick 2 slashes to the hand that's going out for it.
Can chop his arm.
No, non-lethal, by the way, non-lethal. Very important.
Welcome with your help.
Non-amputation.
Put your sheath on and just whack him with it.
No, it's not the same. Yeah, no, that's actually... No, that's it. I'm good.
All right. Mockingbird.
Now I'm gonna try and hit this motherfucker again.
Yeah.
Hello. 21 hits you.
That definitely hits.
9 damage, plus 4 damage, plus...
The
Wow, I
slugs.
rolled awful! Ah.
Well, you rolled almost perfect on damage last turn, didn't you?
That
Yeah, but that one didn't hit, remember?
Oh, right. Holy shit.
That's the
Just
issue.
use that. Just use that damage.
It's still a very hefty hit.
Now I stab him, and then he feels like he's being injected with slugs into his veins through syringes, and they get inside of his system and say, if you actually go and murder people in Murder Town, I'll murder you.
It's not murder, it's reusable murder.
Yeah.
This cult fanatic is gonna try for another inflict wounds on you, Kaya.
Uh-oh.
Just gonna do the same thing again. Okay.
Yeah.
That might be only one of their, like, the only spell that they have prepared that's like a damaging spell.
Actually, wait a second. No, this one's actually gonna cast spiritual weapon.
Oh, spiritual weapon's good.
Yeah, because he has that. Does a 20 hit your AC?
Yeah.
As he
So they-
summons. What's up?
They can cast it and use it in the same turn.
Yeah. Casting it makes the melee spell attack.
Oh, okay.
As he casts a large spectral longsword, throwing it at you for 6 force damage.
Okay.
However,
And that
do
attacks
have
the
your-
shield. Yeah.
yeah, you
What
have
is
your
shield?
armor of Agathis, which means that he takes 20 20 cold damage, which very nearly knocks him off his feet. How do you want to flavor that icicle hit?
I imagine just as he's kind of casting the spectral sword through Kaya, an icicle was cast through his gut in the same kind of fashion. So it's kind of like the Dragon Ball. They both punch each other at the same time and they're both knocked out.
It is now this motherfucker's turn. Is going to swing at Arcus.
I'd like to see a motherfucker try.
Well, he's gonna try. You've knocked down 3 of his friends. You are clearly the threat here, as he doesn't have. Oh, no, he's gonna pop reckless, giving himself advantage. Does a 20 hit your AC?
Unfortunately.
You take 8 slashing damage as he smacks you in your other shoulder with his great axe. As it is now Kaya's turn.
I don't think she's too keen to kill this guy.
You can do it non-lethal.
So she just grabs out a katana, basically just whacks him with it to try and knock him out.
All right. As unfortunately your katana swing just misses, flying by the side of this guy's head. Is there anything else you'd like to do on your turn?
She'd take another health potion. I don't want to fucking die here.
Yeah, fair.
So what was the dice roll again? I think you just press up and it can redo it.
2d4 plus 2.
Yeah. Another 8 HP. Excellent. It's like Skyrim combat. I'm chugging those health points. Health
You
potions.
pause and eat 36 cheese wheels.
Yes.
All right, Kermeg.
I'm gonna reposition a little bit.
Yeah, you're not hitting, so that means you don't get advantage on anyone you're firing at.
But I'll still try and hit. Try and hit this bloke.
Alright.
The final Ripley fella.
Yeah, you've all just. Yep, that hits. You don't need
That
advantage.
hits.
Holy shit! Yeah, you're dispatching of these Ripley fellows very quickly.
There's that. Sneak attack because he's next to someone. And then we'll drop a Psychic Blades as well. Just to squirm
Alright.
into him and tell him his ripples ain't shit.
Ripples, oh shit!
It's the word of the day, I would say.
Ripples, yeah.
Ripley.
And then
Whoa.
try and hide again.
Ah, my ripples. Yeah, you hide. My ripples. My ripples.
My ripples!
It's this fella's turn. He's gonna go for another dagger swing on you, Kaya. Not learning that hitting you is not good for him. Yeah, as the 9 does not hit, but I'm assuming the 17 does hit you.
The 17 does hit, yeah.
You take 6 piercing damage, but the damage from your armor of Agathis. How do you want to do this? You finish him off with the armor of Agathis damage.
I imagine an icicle enters into his gut and explodes.
Oh my god.
Oof.
So much
Okay.
for non-lethal.
Well, Kaya,
You
Kaya,
can't be non-lethal with a spell like that.
you actually can't be non-lethal with a spell. That is actually an
Oh.
important thing.
Okay, there you go.
There you
So
go.
while with her sword she tries to be non-lethal, the armor has a mind of its own. It's powered by her rage and trauma. It fucking kills.
There's like a squish noise, and we're all like, "Uh-oh."
Oh. Oh shit. Well, to be fair, that was his fault.
The danger of murder squatting.
Lesson learned.
Seeing someone actually fucking die, he's gonna come over here. He's also gonna try. Actually, it would be really fucking funny if he also just like.
Fine. It's a good character moment that Kai's actually, spilled blood or whatever.
He's also gonna go for his dagger attacks. How many temp hit points do you still have?
3 left.
Okay. Does a 19 hit you?
Yes, it does.
So I'm assuming a 21 hits you as well. As
Bruh.
Oh boy.
you take 8 piercing damage from the 2 dagger slashes. As he takes one last burst of cold damage from your armor of Agathis. That is his turn. It is now Harada's turn. As Harada will reposition himself. He's gonna smack at this fella. Neither of those hit.
Wow, he's garbage.
He's just rusty. He's been serving drinks for the last decade.
I mean, he is a barbarian.
Yeah. That is his son, Arcus.
How much? How is this dude looking right here?
He's
The last
still on his,
Ripleyman.
he's still on his feet.
I only bullied him a little bit.
Okay, hear me out. I'm gonna swing at him a little bit. The 20 hit.
Yeah.
Does he still have that AC increase, by the way, or?
Yeah. Wait.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm assuming he still looks rather healthy after the 14.
No, not really.
How about a 15?
Well, how do you want to do this? He's definitely not looking healthy anymore.
Doing a quick slash across his chest area real quick, and then doing a cursory glance as he's gonna move down to here, right here.
All right.
And yeah, that's it.
Yeah. All right. Mockingbird.
All right. What's your ruling on that guy that just died? Is he like heckin' like automatically dead? Like 100% dead?
This one?
No, the one that
our dear
Kaya.
Kaya accidentally murdered.
Are you asking if he can be brought back with magic?
Yeah, can they be
Yes.
saved?
Yeah, he can be saved.
Okay, so he is dying. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. He is not quite dead, but if we
Yeah,
left him there, he'd die.
Yeah, he would bleed out if you let. He would die if he was not treated.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
like that scene in Reservoir Dogs. You get shot in the stomach, you can last quite a while.
Well, seeing as there's like only a few dudes left, I really wanted to heal Kaya, but I don't know. I'm thinking about this. Do I let
I think she's got
Arcus's
it.
hard work go up in flames?
If they die, how do we have Fight Club or Reusable Murder Club?
True. Okay.
Business
Well, he'll still
venture.
be passed out even if I heal him because it doesn't put him back on his feet since he's unconscious anyway. So, Mockingbird gives the heaviest, most obvious sigh and flicks a healing word towards the bleeding out squatter and says, "It would be a shame if the murder squatter got murdered," and that's my healing word. And he gets 7 HP.
You just told someone off for misusing the word murder, and now you're using the word murder.
Yeah,
as
I
a
know.
different word.
That's why he's upset. All right.
Changeling
And
love.
then, as I move, I am going to change my weapons and pull out my whip so I can attack through my ally unit. Don't worry, I'm not hitting you. And the fellow in front of you, excuse me. The fellow in front of you, I'm going to crack my whip and attempt to hit him. And he is next to Harada, and Harada is still raging, so I get advantage.
You do get advantage.
14 hit him?
Yes, it does.
Woo!
4
Woo!
plus
That is. Oh,
4.
4.
how do you want to do this?
He like pats Kaya's shoulder and like, "Excuse me for a second," and like leans over and like whips him around the throat and then flicks him into the ground and then pulls his whip off of him. So he gets throttled a little bit, maybe a little whiplash, but not like strangled.
Is he dead or not dead?
And it's a whip,
Nah,
so I
non-lethal.
didn't do I didn't do
All
because I
right.
didn't use my psychic blades on him. I was like, no, if I put my evil brainworms in him, they will actually kill him.
You're done?
Mm-hmm.
Kaya, the floor is yours. The stage is yours.
Yes, let's have a look. Green Flame Blade is a bonus action. Yes, it is. Let's finish this off. So she casts Green Flame Blade and goes for this bad boy over here.
That hits. Oh my god. So that's just 14 damage with the attack alone. And then, so roll an extra d8.
1d8 plus your spellcasting modifier. Ooh!
26 damage. How do you want to do this?
How do you describe something so terrible in a non-lethal way?
I don't know. You are killing
I've been
them with
looking
spell
for the,
attacks, so that is lethal, actually.
Oh,
I'll
yeah.
give them.
That's true, no, but it's a character movie, so...
It is in character,
speaking
yeah.
rationally, yeah. This is what murder tastes like. And he basically engulfs it completely in green flames. Good thing he's wearing a very flammable hood, so it kind of... She then her sword, her katana kind of clicks as it's sheathed, and then she shakes off her murderous gaze.
As this man is rolling around on the floor, engulfed in green flames.
Ah, shit! Mockingbird
And
yeets another
that
healing
is-
word at them.
Allow me.
My healing word is "oh shit." By the way,
My healing boot to stamp out the flames.
Stop, drop, and roll.
He's rolling.
As combat is over, go ahead and throw that healing word out.
all right. How much in the negative is he actually?
He is 13 in the negative.
Jesus. Okay. Can I
Okay,
use a
this
healing
healing
pot
word
as
that
well?
No. It's okay. I can cast it at high level. So I cast it at level 3, which means I get how many more? 1d.
2d4 more.
2d4.
Oh, okay.
Shit!
Yeah. 2d4 plus 2. There you
Okay,
go, another
fine
8.
now.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, thank you, lad. Oh, Christ.
All right, I'm right behind Kaya, and
She's like basically dead still holding her sword in its sheath. She's looking down at the ground.
Mockingbird does the thing where he slowly puts his fingers on your shoulders, like the drum of like pinky first, ring finger, then middle finger, and squeezes your shoulders ever so gently and says, "My dear, I do believe we agreed not to kill them."
I profusely apologize for any blood I spilled. I had the best intentions, but when the Red River flows, the blood moon.
It's fine.
You can feel her muscles tensing up, yeah.
He sees that you're trying to not be a murdered hobo like them at the moment, and he like rolls his eyes but like smiles and rocks his head back and forth. It's fine. We can just step away for a second and relax. Right? No more red rivers need to flow today.
You trying to patronize me?
No. I'm trying to settle you down so you don't do something you regret. And he looks at you very seriously.
That word hits her. You're
Regret.
right. Yeah, she stands up.
Mm-hmm.
And Kermeg's gonna try and nudge Basil awake.
Oh,
Hey,
What's the kill count? How many are alive?
They all seem to be fine. There were only 2 that looked like, the one burning to death and the one that has guts all over the place. But I sewed that one up, and the one that's burning to death is doused in potion, so no longer on fire.
Yeah. They're all groaning, lying on the grass. The one that you had to sew up is still unconscious, and the one who you doused in potion is just kind of sitting up, his robes completely soaked, as his hood is like covering the top half of his face now.
I just used the potion to fucking put out the fire.
You didn't even give
That
it
is
to him.
absolutely what I imagined.
You just poured it all over him.
Well, murder
Thanks,
squatters,
mate.
I hope a lesson's been learned about what it's like to murder.
Oh yes. The only murder that will take place now is the reusable murder.
Good.
I'd
doubt.
advise avoiding the sharp bits for the reusable murder.
Yes, bats and fists work very well. Broken bones can be healed. If you cut someone's head off, you can't really glue that back on, you know?
If you're feeling spicy, I recommend chain.
Chains are good.
You
So are
two
whips.
you're all seasoned veterans in reusable murder.
Oh, absolutely.
What are your names?
Mockingbird panics for a second, looking at Arcus like, do we give them our actual names? He doesn't say it, but he looks at you.
Arcus is still, like,
Kermeg will
kneeling.
Drop just a common false name he's used before, but I can't think of one right now.
Arcus isn't wholly paying attention. He's still tending to the dude that was just on fire. But he's just gonna say, yeah, Arcus from the Cutherick's Raiders. Just like wholly, like
Holy
no
shit.
intention of hiding.
So Mockingbird still had his hands on you, not in a creepy way or anything, but like to steady you and to also make sure if you go running off to go and commit any like genocide, he could like grab you. He's not very strong, but he'd try. So Kaya, you could feel his hands like scrunch up really fast for a second, like ha, like damn it,
Names.
names.
As you say that, Harada walks over to you and just like lightly belts you across the back of the head. You weren't supposed to fucking tell him that. You don't go to a bunch of people who've just introduced themselves as the murder squatters and give them your name and the guild you're from. Are you
I
daft,
thought we
son?
came to an agreement. We won.
Are you
We did,
daft?
but they're also known as the murder squatters, and that looks bad on our.
To his defense, it is cultural, to be honest.
That is true.
No,
That
he's
is
right.
true.
It is a Sahi custom.
Out of his defense, he's also fucking stupid.
Oh, I'd agree with that as well.
I can give him my business card too if you'd like.
I'm gonna kill you.
Would you put that
Arcus?
fucking thing up? Would you
When
put
did
that
you get
fucking
the
thing
time
away?
to print business cards? Also,
Where the bloody fuck did you get business cards from? You were homeless until just
Everybody
2
has
weeks ago.
business cards. Do you not have one?
No, I don't. I have bloody.
You're a Sahian too.
I have business cards because I own a bloody business. What business do you own?
also,
Kermeg
Vagrant?
coughs nervously. Happy business guy.
All right. Back on topic, though. Now all of you know what it feels like to come that close to losing your lives, right? We could have double-crossed you, but we didn't. We held up our end of the bargain, and if all of you go off and hold up yours, everything will be fine. You can fight to your heart's content, but no actual murder. Agreed?
The only
quite
good
scary.
murder is reusable murder.
Uh-huh.
As the rest of his boys begin to chant with him. The only good murder is reusable murder. The only good murder is reusable murder. The only good murder is reusable murder.
As well as with contestants that are also consenting to said contest.
The only good murder is consensual reusable murder.
There you go.
There we go.
Hey! Please, you, the short one.
Hey, that's me,
You,
probably.
you said something about a fight club.
Hey, you can easily turn your reusable murder into money. If you just come in, you put two people in a ring to reusably murder each other, and then you all take bets on which one of them is gonna reusably murder the other.
What do you reckon, boys? A constant source of consensual reusable murder? Oh, I like the sound of that! Right, we'll do it!
Mockingbird is like his hands have slumped off of Kaya, and he just like hunches his shoulders and puts his hands on his face, and he's like, "Today was the day."
Aye, well, you lads go set yourselves up in Warbridge. Aye, and if you need me to come over, I can set you up I can make sure you're up and running in a fine fighting or reusable murder establishment.
Aye.
Consensual reusable murder establishment.
Same brain, Mossy. Both got
Yeah,
the talk.
absolutely.
Aye. Alright, wait, dwarf lad. We'll never forget you. Thank yous all for turning us on the right path. Opening the fields to greater pastures.
Should be filled with wheat rather than blood.
Oh no, there'll be blood. Have you been to a fighting arena?
There'll be blood, but it'll be like blood we can. Okay, you can't put it back in the body, but blood we can heal.
And with the blood, we can buy wheat and grow our own food.
Fine.
Yeah, there you go.
You will irrigate your crops with blood.
That's really bad for the crops.
Does it work like that?
At least they have the sense to say that.
Yes. Okay. All right. Kermeg, so happy for you, baby. It's exactly what you wanted. But he says this with a face like, I hate everything that happened today.
Kermeg pulls out a handkerchief and dabs his eyes. They glow up so fast. It's just like old times.
Mockingbird is gonna pat Kyle on the back, say you did a good job, thank Harada, walk away stony faced to the poor couple of normal people over here. Yeah, are they okay?
She has a very cautiously optimistic
Okay. Ooh.
look on her face. As Samson just doesn't know what the fuck he just witnessed.
All right. I know it was very unorthodox, but we solved the problem without having to kill anyone, which is nice. He kind of says this with it would have been easier if we just wrung their necks, but he doesn't say it. Sorry for how long that took. I'm sure that you'll be able to fix your water problem. Toot sweet, because there are no longer consensual murder squatters.
Consensual reusable murder squatters.
Yeah, that's it. Consensual reusable murder squatters in your water tank, right? Mockingbird's his hair is kind of out of sorts. He hasn't fixed it from fighting or anything, and he just kind of looks like the color's drained from him a little bit.
Kermeg sticks his head in the water tank. Yep, they're all gone. I didn't take the bedrolls though.
Ew. That needs to be cleaned before you use it again.
Yes. I suppose the results speak for themselves. It certainly didn't go down the way that I was expecting it to, but, well, a result like that, I suppose I couldn't ask for anything better. How the bloody fuck did you do that?
Nobody's dead. Nobody's dead.
Yes, no, the rumors about you really are true. There really is no one around here like you.
Excuse me, but to repent for my murderous intent, Could I please offer to repair this water tower for you?
Samson is still jaw agape, looking at the field where the battle just take place, and he's like, hey, if you're offering, I won't say no. You know what you're doing, though, right?
I'll say no. The lad doesn't know anything. I'm on.
Well,
Not burning to get.
well, hey, if give it a fair shake of the sauce bottle, I won't stop you.
I was gonna say,
Please.
hey now, they can still help.
Please, I insist.
Well, but if you're insisting, a few extra hands around the place won't go amiss. All right, come with me. I'll show you the tips of the trade. As Samson heads off to the water tower.
He gates off in his direction, listening very intently to his instructions and guidance.
All right, so what do the rest of you do?
Arcus hasn't left Harada's side. He's just like twinkle-eyed looking at him.
Mockingbird has taken Harriet's hands and pet her hand and says, "You were very brave. I'm glad that you didn't get hurt." Putting on his best good guy thing. No, okay, all right. The worst thing about this is that now they have a reputation for being weirdos. No.
Yeah.
As it should be.
As it should be.
As Mockingbird's trying to discuss things with Harriet, Kermeg tugs on his slave to show him potential branding options for reusable murder club that he's doodled in a notepad.
Like logo designs and stuff.
Yeah.
Mockingbird, not in a, again, he's not trying to be a creep, but he does gently pat her shoulder and say, "My dear, perhaps you should take the day off. You have been through a lot today."
Hey, don't take it on me, you slag.
I am not ignoring you.
I think I might. It's getting towards the end of our my shift anyway. I'll just go and let Samson know. As she scoots off to where Samson is teaching Kaya how to mend a water tower. No, you're holding the hammer upside down.
What is, actually, hang on, out of curiosity, what is Kaya's intelligence?
1.
Okay, all right, so you're not a dingus. All right.
Oh, my apologies. I kind of spaced out for a second.
I'm not sure how many of tools like these I have you're in Asahi, but you want the T end to be oh Christ, Harriet, I'm not good at this. Oh no, you're absolutely fine. I'm sure you'll do great. Also, I'm taking the rest of the day off. What do you mean taking the rest of the day? Oh, goodbye.
Wait, what's Kermeg's in score?
11.
Okay, that's fine.
He's not
Right.
particularly
It's
smart, but he makes
Yeah.
up for it in charisma.
Well, the most important thing you want to make sure with these iron plates on the base of the water tower is that they're airtight. If they're airtight, they're watertight, and that means that they won't leak. The less water we waste, the more water goes to the outer suburbs, and especially in Brightwall, where the only thing between us and the coast is central Brechyt. We need all the water we can get. Go ahead and roll just a strength check.
Hey, that's not too bad for 0.
Yeah, you do a bang up job, do a very decent job. Samson seems very pleased with the plate that you've hammered into the floor.
To deter against future murder squatters, perhaps we should fill this tank full of metal spikes.
Yeah, I'm not certain about that. The most spikes leave less room for the water. You see,
Then go ahead.
I'm hoping that murder squatters are an eccentric enough idea that we won't have to deal with any more of that. Thank you kindly for your help, though. I'll take the rest of it from
The
here.
pleasure's all mine.
Hey, if more murder squatters return, tell them to go join their kin in Warbridge. Or what was formerly known as Warbridge, which is probably now going to be called Murder Squatter Town.
Murder Town.
I'll be sure to let them know that there's a lawful murder club for like-minded people. Samson has no fucking idea what he's saying right now.
Individuals.
He's just trying to make us walk away.
He just wants to get back to work. He wants to. He kind of just wants to pretend today never happened. You all take care. For all the weird shit I've seen today, you've all done good work.
Couldn't have asked for a better outcome. As he smiles at you all upon
Kind of
saying
smiles
that.
back.
Arcus has not been paying attention.
Kermeg is also lost in
Smile
creative
away, boys.
Nah, Arcus has not taken his eyes off of Harada ever since the end of the fight, so.
Yeah, but once he puffs off, Mockingbird is gonna like crane his head down to Kermeg and say, "I really disagree with the term murder being used in all of these. Can we just call it a fight club? What did you call your last one? Wasn't it like the pit or something?"
Something like that, but that was a bit less out in the open, taking up an entire suburb.
I mean, it was literally in a pit,
Yeah.
full of, consensual, renewable murder is such a mouthful, and I don't think any of those words are words anymore. Kermeg, my dear, you know that I am a lyricist, a poet. I am an artiste, and he like flicks his hands around with it.
Yeah,
when
pansy
saying-
is what you are.
I mean, I'm not denying that either, but I cannot believe that so many words have been ruined for me for today. Usually it's just a few. Like, I get tired of the screams of the damned sometimes, but, I'll still scrape their fingers and make them cry just to hear it. But I don't like the word murder anymore, and it makes me really sad. I find myself depressed.
Hey, the old days of getting you to go murder folks. You're never gonna look at them the same way again, are you? You're gonna go there and be like, they're gonna be like, "Oh, please don't murder me," and then you're gonna go, "Oh, shite."
It's like, well, now I can't.
Everything is going.
Well, as long as they say another synonym that has to do with the same thing, then I think it's fine. People usually say kill, and that one I still like quite a bit.
Eviscerate.
Eviscerate is a good one. Sadly, my weapons aren't so great for that. And he flicks his tip of his rapier. Stabbing is great. Whipping is great. I don't do slashing. And by that I mean I literally don't do slashing damage, I'm sorry. Actually, no, my whip is slashing damage for some reason. Awkwardly talking about actually killing people with Kermeg aside, pats Kermeg on the head. We're not actually going to do that, sorry. I suppose we're done. That's a mission accomplished, right? And he just shrugs.
Hey.
I'm kind of eager to get back to the bar. I want to make sure that Ostrich hasn't made a goddamn mess of the
True.
place.
Curses, I should have actually learned create water. That would have been helpful putting out the potential fires. Wait, hang on. Harada, they're not... he wouldn't actually light anything on fire, would he?
I really wish you hadn't. I really wish you hadn't put that idea in my head.
We should get back.
Yes. As he just looks down at you, Arcus, like staring up at him like a fucking child who's
He's like a giddy child, like kind of hunched. He's got his two hands like up, like over by his chin.
Cute.
Oh, come on, it wasn't anything that impressive.
No, but it was very nice to see you in action.
I just wish you could have seen me at my prime. I'm rusty as hell.
Who's to say that's past you?
I guess I just need to work my way back up to that point. I'm a bit rusty with the old axe.
To me, you seemed very impressive.
I appreciate the kind words. You don't need to flatter me, though. It's very apparent that you lose a bit of your shine when you put down the axe for a dishcloth.
Mockingbird sees how sparkly and twinkly-eyed, assumes, given the posture, because he can't see his fucking face, which he is wont to remind Arcus of quite often, because it irritates him. Not that I dislike masks. Not that Mockingbird dislikes masks. It's just, I want to see your face,
No.
dirty bastard. But, if you're ever interested, seeing how, let's say, head over heels is a cute way to put it. And he like puts his finger on his chin and cocks his head to the side, like Arcus seems to be with your fighting style. Perhaps you could spar, and that'll, undull your edges, give you a sharper feeling, maybe, to your combat, if you do ever want to get back into that again.
Provided you find someone to tend my bloody bar that isn't that bastard cat that you're in love with.
Love is a strong word. Fascination is quite what I'm feeling at the moment with many things.
Fascination, love, indictment. I just don't want him tempting my bloody bar.
I understand. Perhaps we could find someone else. You do seem to be lacking in employees.
Yeah. Regardless, let's get back to the bar. I want to make sure that he hasn't burned the bloody place to the ground.
I'm in the mood for a nice stiff drink of apple juice.
He kind of snaps out of it.
Yeah. Mockingbird made a really upset face in the background when you said stiff drink.
Arcus kind of like snaps himself out of it. It's all like, oh yeah, the ostrich, like very clearly disheveled
Kermeg's gonna
for
go
excitement.
bully the lad in the barrel and use him as a bouncing post for his ideas on branding. Fight Club.
All right.
God,
Because it can't go anywhere.
getting creative with this torture.
Yep.
As you get back to the bar, you find that the place is empty. As you drop yourselves here.
Motherfucker.
Oh, my barrel!
Did he ditch? Oops.
As Harada enters in the door. No fucking way that little ragtag mongrel fucking left my bar unattended. I'm gonna skin him. I'm gonna use his bloody pelt as a rug. It's gonna be the welcome mat. What the fuck?
Hey, where's the fucking barrel?
Do you yell that into the wine cellar?
Yes.
As you poke your head into the wine cellar, you hear muffled talking and revelry from what appears to be another room.
Harada, you've been hiding the rooms from
Hide on what now?
our room.
The fuck you're talking about? As he's gonna follow you into the wine cellar. What the fuck are you talking about? Hiding the rooms? It's just a wine cellar. Why would I hide the wine cellar from you? You've been down here.
In the fucking wine cellar, you daft quad.
Why would I hide the fucking wine cellar from you? This is where you put the bloody cunt in the barrel. Where is the barrel? What the f-
Hang
How
on.
did
While
this
they're
appear?
jabbering, can I listen?
You may.
With disadvantage because we're yelling.
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe disadvantage.
15 is still decent. You hear, with your perception check, you actually notice that a wine shelf has been pushed ajar to reveal a wooden door, and you hear the jabbering coming from the other side of this.
Can I slither between these two men that are shouting at the moment?
You may.
like a serpent, body moving unnaturally, dexterously. I can word.
I think it's just
Dexterously.
dexterous.
Moving in a naturally dexterous way, Mockingbird makes himself like kind of like squishes and then gets big and then gets around both of you and looks at the door. Is it open?
It's unlocked. You can
Okay.
push it open if you wish.
It sounds like revelry. You said.
It's just people like talking, having a
Okay.
pleasant conversation.
I'm not immediately suspecting that something evil is happening, so I'm just gonna open the door.
Do you get everyone else's attention, or do you go in alone?
Fucking Mockingbird was like more interested in that, but he is gonna he does cock his head cock his head to the side and wave his hand at the door, like pointing at it, looking at Arcus and looking at Kaya. Kermeg and Harada are arguing. He doesn't say anything, he just gestures. So if y'all want to notice, that's fine.
Arcus is receptive, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So he'd follow you down.
Mm-hmm. Mockingbird has gotten very good at drowning out Kermeg's voice.
Uh,
I'm sorry, Kermeg, I love you.
as you say that, Harada does notice. What the fuck is that?
Hey, that's what I was telling you about, you fucking asshole.
Let's go see.
How was I supposed to hide from you when I didn't even know it was there? What the fuck are you talking about?
Piece of shite.
You don't know that this room was here in your bar? It's your bar.
I had no idea. No, the real estate agents obviously never fucking told me about this.
Since I don't really have time to, can I cast detect magic real quickly on the door?
There is nothing showing up to you. It's just a door that's been there.
Okay, well it lasts for 10 minutes. He just kind of keeps it on.
As you all, as the four of you, the five of you, as Harada follows you all in, enter into this entryway that seem very narrow and claustrophobic at first, but they open up as the ceiling gets higher, the walls get wider, and the architecture becomes a lot stranger. What the hell is this under Harada's bar? As the five of you enter into this entryway, there's a very large archway here. And as you enter in, a very excited someone runs out to greet you. Ah, you found this place. Fantastic. Harada, you won't believe what I found. No, I don't believe it at all. What the fuck is this? Ah, now, no doubt you all have a few questions on your mind.
Gets up
Yeah?
in his face. Yeah, where's the barrel?
Ah, don't worry. Everything in due time. The barrel is intact and still with its contents, I promise you. But I was just thinking, Harada seems to be short some employees, and it's never a bad idea for the Raiders to expand some more. One of the main reasons why I've struggled to take any more people on board with the Raiders is the lack of facilities. But come this way. You'll never guess what I found. I found a hub.
Ostrich, what do you mean a hub, Ostrich?
As in a hub for our activities. We have the bar for the meeting place, but here we have the hub for our adventurer activities, for sparring, for practicing, for crafting, for. I don't know. I'm so excited.
I understand. It's all right. Your excitement is adorable. But I wonder, my dear, did you just stumble upon this, or did you know
yes.
it here, or?
Well, I had no idea. I was just in the wine cellar feeding Kumo his daily ham sandwich, and well, I noticed
feeding him ham.
Oh,
Not the good kind.
Only cheap ham. It's so don't worry. It's not expensive ham. It's not Wagyu ham or anything.
Walmart brand.
Oh, good to hear he's still in his.
What I'm thinking about now is how does he go to the bathroom in that barrel?
I don't want to know. I don't want to know. I don't want to think about Kumo going to the bathroom.
An important lesson, young Kaya. Only ask questions that you want to hear the answers to.
I do.
It doesn't go anywhere.
I don't. All right. We're no longer talking about shit. He puts his hand on Kermeg's face.
Well, what I was
you
thinking...
are so unlucky that you are his friend, because he's very tactile and he will touch you and make you stop talking.
What I was thinking is that on your travels, hell, even once you're out of Brechyt and traveling around, if you meet compatriots or allies, you ally yourself with people, you could always send them here and they can join us in our battle, in our endeavors, in our adventures. Doesn't that sound grand? Doesn't that sound great? We can expand. We can. Oh, I'm so happy. We can maybe. Oh goodness, I'm getting ahead of myself. But just maybe we can reimagine the glory days of the Raiders. Wouldn't that be fantastic?
It would be lovely. I can't help but be a bit suspicious. Forgive me for looking the gift horse in the mouth, but it is all very convenient that this just happened to be underneath the bar. Do you mind if I look around first, my dear?
Oh, by all means. Oh, but first, you won't believe this. We already have our first members of the hub. Do be sure that you all say hi to them when you enter into the next room. They appear to have had very high words of praise to say for Arcus.
What?
Oh, but why not?
He has been zoned out ever since you said spar, because he went into fanboy mode again. And then immediately got brought back. Like, what? Hello?
Do follow me. Come with me.
Okay. All right. Oh.
Guys!
Arcus! Harada! The boys!
Hello.
Wait, you know each other?
Oh, we've been kicked out of this bar a few places. That's why we're at Shohei's now.
You went and found probably the worst candidate you could have found.
No. Let's not be rude.
And Jasper, I'll concede.
I was gonna say Jasper's right there.
No. Now, see, I've been told that these boys. I've been told from one Shohei Kanagawa has been in contact with me. Told me that apparently these boys are looking for honest work, and this place just so happens to have kitchen facilities, and apparently Jack here makes a very mean party pie. I've learned the recipe and everything. You wouldn't believe how well Frankfurt can puff his pastry. You flatter me, mate.
Well, I have to find out now. Go ahead, give me one. I need one.
Mate, I'll do you one better. Come with me. As Jack, Frankfurt, and Jesper the poker-playing dog all lead you into the kitchen. Check it out, hey? A whole kitchen. It's pretty snazzy,
all down underneath Harada's bar?
Right? I can't believe it. I don't think even he can believe it. Do you believe apparently the SAP didn't know this was here?
No, this is crazy. What? Like, how do you hide something like this?
I don't know, but hey. Boys, remember the rehearsal. Remember the routine. The Arcus party pie routine. Right, got it, boss. As they get to work immediately, chopping up meat, rolling out pastries, shaping pies with the whatever the fucking cutter things are called. I don't want to call them cookie cutters. Jack takes after a few minutes. Jack takes the party pies out of the oven and sets them down on the table here. All right, lads, dig in.
He's gonna cautiously look at one and then take a solid bite of it.
No shit, these are better than the party pies that you had at the fucking store.
What
He
the
rolled
hell?
he rolled a 21.
Bruh!
Damn.
He has got this recipe down to a fucking art form.
Where did you learn to make these?
Shohei taught me the basics, but everything else is just good old-fashioned intuition. You like it?
Like it? Yes! There's no fucking question!
Mission accomplished, lads.
After taking the pies, Kermeg takes Jasper, the poker playing dog, aside to discuss business opportunities because he's clear Jasper is the ringleader of this trio.
Jesper gets up on his hind legs, folds his front legs, and nods at everything you say. Meanwhile, back out in the main foyer.
Looking around, is there anything magical here? Like any traces of anything?
I should have mentioned, sorry, the door, because I got my fucking descriptions mixed up. The door was magical, yes. There is a strange sensation that you feel with your detect magic, almost as if this room feels otherworldly.
Does this seem like some sort of interdimensional space that somebody cast?
Yes.
Can I you don't actually have to tell me all the details, but can I feel its potency, like how powerful this magic was that used it? You don't have to tell me what level spell or anything like that. Just was this a strong spell that made this?
Oh, yes. You don't know exactly how strong, but you know that something like this takes this is no small feat.
Kaya just asks Harada, do you know anything about this? Is this...
This is the first I'm seeing of any of this.
Not to burst your bubble, my dear ostrich, but this does seem to be some sort of pocket dimension that somebody made. I'm not sure who made it or what's sustaining it, but does it seem like it's pretty sound? Like, looking around, it doesn't seem like it's fraying or anything like that. The spell seems like it's just solid or...
Yeah,
or what
it seems incredibly solid.
All right.
And as you say that to Ostrich, he stops and strokes his chin for a bit before stomping his foot on the ground, knocking on the walls. Well, it doesn't seem like it's about to dissipate anytime soon.
Not anytime soon. I don't know who the caster is, and that's why I'm curious. But thankfully, if we get yeeted out of the interdimensional space, we just go back to our home plane, so it's not like it's that big of a deal.
That's a big gamble. Does this have anything to do with that friend in the barrel over there?
As you look over at Kumo, who has a table in front of him and a sign pinned to the barrel that says 1 science fact for 1 silver piece.
Science fact.
as on the table there is a sign which says scientific appraisals, and a hole has been cut out for his face and his hands.
He has become one with the barrel.
What about me?
It's a lot of freedom.
Blew up Woolrich. I'd believe anything at this point. Is this some kind of revenge fantasy that you're playing on us?
Even if I wanted to exact revenge on you, I can't exactly do anything from the confines of this barrel.
Magic is weird.
Magic is weird, but he seems to be more of a scientist than a magician. You didn't see anyone come in here and cast any spells, did you?
No, I've only just had my bloody face hole cut out.
Did someone cut it out for you?
Yes, the cat did.
I was going to say it was the cat.
Gonna have to have some stern words with Ostrich about this.
Yes, Ostrich.
Well, strange. Well, Ostrich, I'll continue to look into it and see if I can find any strands of who's connected to it. But at the moment, it seems like it might be relatively safe to use. It doesn't have a evil aura about it. He wobbles his hands back and forth. You know the one.
Well,
where you can tell somebody stinky cast the spell because the spell smells stinky.
It's another door here, it seems. This is another door.
Have you explored the whole place, Ostrich?
I've had a bit of a cursory look around, yes. I haven't been able to explore everything in too much in depth, though, but please do feel free to have a look around.
I was going to say, for this next 10 minutes, I want to make sure to look around. But please, lead ahead. You are the one that found the door, my dear.
Ah, yes, absolutely.
Kaya stays next to Kice because she's fucking dumb-brained at magic.
It's okay.
Yes, so, what have we in here? As he pushes open this door, He reveals another room. This appears to be something of a dining room. There's a very cursory, very primitive kitchen in here. Although,
It's more like a
Jack-
bar. Eh?
yeah, more like a bar. Perfect for you, Harada. I'm not leaving the stallion unattended. I don't know what the fuck you're on. Oh, please. This is a gift. You don't need to be so abrasive. Yes, we have a bit of a primitive kitchen here, although Jack Frankfurt and Jesper the poker-playing hound much prefer the alchemy stands. That's what they are, by the way. A kitchen is its secondary function. It's alchemy lab, perfect for casters. Perhaps that's how Jack gets his meat pies tasting so good. I'm not certain.
Perhaps.
We have even a little dining area here. How great is that? And then if we move down southwards, as he pushes this door open and reveals another room. And
There you
in
go.
here, we have something of an infirmary. We have resting areas. We have treatment bays. We have... I'm certain that once we procure some... we procure some members that are somewhat more well versed in the medicinal sciences and the medicinal art, the healing arts, that we'll be able to procure ourselves some more medical goods. But these are all for the future. Focusing on them now. Those downstairs lead to just a bunch of back rooms. I wouldn't recommend going there. It's not pleasant. I'm fairly certain something's down there, as the regular backroom feeling. Yes, if we continue out this way and go up the other way, as Ostrich heads straight north, dashing out. Here we have I'm not sure how this works, but there's a
There's a stable in here?
There's an outdoor area. As you enter out here, the sky is blue. There is just blue sky. You don't even see the wall behind you as you pass through the door. Like, you see the doorway, but not a wall.
Impressive.
It's like,
Whoever
it's like I'm in a dream.
That is kind of what magic feels like. But curious, how would we get animals down here? Or it's fine. I don't think any of us ride horses. Wait, is that normal here? Is it normal to ride horses here, or to use those strange mechanical things?
I usually just walk places. Well, I suppose if we're not going to have any animals down here, we can always find another use for this ground. It seems to be a fine sparring ground.
True. Is the soil on the ground like actually soil?
Yes, it is.
We can grow veggies here. I do love berries, flowers. He kind of gets in his own head, kind of like goes off thinking about gardening. I haven't had a garden in so long, and he looks at Ostrich with this like really, really dire expression. You have no idea how long I spent in the Underdark, Ostrich. There is no light down there. No plants want to grow down there. It's only mushrooms, and they all smell.
Well, if you want to turn these stables into your center of horticulture, that's certainly a fine idea. I most certainly will not stop you from doing such a thing. Why, our own crops. I'm sure Jack and Frankfurt would be delighted to hear that.
What's getting me, Ostrich, is how you're incredibly positive about all this.
True, actually. I'm still very on edge. I mean, looking around, like, it's still just the same, like, magic. Somebody made a magic, like, section, but I don't feel any ill will in here, right? Like,
No, you don't.
Okay. I mean, it's very lovely. It's just I am very look the gift horse in the mouth at the moment.
I also had my doubt. Yes. Yes.
Are you a kami?
Am I a what? No, I have no idea what that is.
Ostrich, are you a commie?
It is definitely not Ostrich's doing. None of the
Power to the working
syntax-
class. Sorry, continue, Ishmi.
the people that are working, that are, you know, in actually no, that has nothing to do with actual class. He like pats his chin. No, none of this seems to be Ostrich's doing. It would have his signature all over it. Spells feel like the person who cast them, and usually you can follow strands to go find who the caster is. But seeing as we're in interdimensional space, there are no strands I can just walk out and follow, given that outside of interdimensional space would be like not space, negative space, places for me, a normal person, not to walk out into.
I must admit that I also had my doubts at first, but regardless of my suspicion, there were no leads to whoever made this place, and the door did connect to the basement of the stallion. And given that I had no leads for my suspicion, I thought it best to cast it aside until there were leads and make the best of a good situation.
I understand, but just be careful, sweetheart. Just don't let the gift interdimensional space bite you in the ass and potentially kill you, right?
Oh, I don't need to worry about being killed. After all, I have you lot to count on, don't I?
A mockingbird.
I think that
Oh, go ahead.
I think this is beyond even our pay grade, but I appreciate it.
Internally, Kice wants to smack him, fucking putting this on me, you little shit. But he's also like, no, be good. You still have to act your part that you're playing. Don't strangle the cat. And so on the outside, Mockingbird's like, oh, of course, you can rely on us for anything. And he sparkles at him and touches his shoulder softly.
Wow!
Yes. Wow! Mockingbird always seems like he's up to something. Cardinal is but Mockingbird is also still trying to get many hooks into Ostrich, so.
Worry not. I will still exercise due caution. But nonetheless, I think this is a space that we can all use, especially with the Lord's Council beginning to get on our case somewhat.
True, I did hear about that.
Yes.
You don't have to roleplay it out, Kyle, but if Ostrich can give me all the same deets,
he would tell you about
sweet.
Miramar's visit.
Internally, Kiss is very upset that they were not there because they wanted to see Miramar's face. That's useful. Give me your face. Body Snatcher makes the grabby hands on it. There did seem to be a few other doors. Maybe we should check on the boys and see how their pies are going.
Yes, why not?
Are you fat on pies now, Jay?
Holy shit, you're a right pie, dude. Holy fuck.
Jack, I take it you've knocked my microphone over.
I was gonna say, take it you bass boosted into our ears.
I take it you've introduced Arcus to your special party pies. Sure have, boss. Go on, tell the boss what you think of him.
Yep. Kaya, you gotta give one of these a shot.
I think you said Kaya.
Yeah.
Sorry, what was that? I was spaced out.
You gotta give these a shot. These pies are fucking great.
If you like them, she tries one.
Yeah, they are incredible.
Excuse me. Digs straight into it. Kind of walls it down. These pies are so good.
No, these things are great. I don't know what the hell Shohei told you, but holy fuck.
Really good.
I still have detect magic on. Do the pies have a magical, anything to them?
Yes, they do. But,
I knew it!
Uh-oh.
well, no, it's not. It's okay. I'll tell you now.
We're gonna turn into pigs.
No.
It's not anything that's gonna hurt you. It's just something that Jack did to make them taste the way they did.
Quite a creative use for that spell, my dear.
What spell?
Oh, did you not cast the spell on the party pies?
Wait, are these magic pies? Am I gonna turn into a pig?
You're not going to turn into a pig. It doesn't
Don't
sound like
worry.
it's
You're
going
not
to hurt
gonna
you.
turn into a pig. Otherwise, me and Frankfurt would be the whole fucking swines right now.
I mean, you're close.
I've done something. I don't know what it is. These alchemy stands are really good for food, though.
Oh, bother.
Well, you must have used some ingredient or substance that has enhanced the flavor, but seeing as none of you have keeled over,
I'm sure it's
I
fine.
suppose
Yes, the
it's fine.
wonderful spell of MSG.
I was gonna say it's MSG,
Bella's just MSG.
but this seems lovely. I suppose. Yeah, and there's nothing evil feeling in here, right? Right, Kyle? Right, God?
No.
I don't get any weird feelings in here.
No, it's just a pocket dimension. The only animosity sensed down here is the man that you've stuffed in a barrel who is pissed off that he's stuffed in a barrel.
I have nothing to do with the barrel. It has nothing to do with me. If he's gonna be pissy with me, I will cut off his fingers.
He's just pissy with everyone right now.
I still don't know why we're torturing him, but it's funny.
He is an actual war criminal.
He's a war
okay.
criminal. He was the one in charge of turning human beings into batteries for the city to run the power for the poor.
Ah, there you go.
Yeah,
So we didn't want to
That'll
kill
do
him
her.
because we want him to be
his
responsible.
true crime was reorganizing Harada's alcohol.
Yeah, he did reorganize Harada's alcohol, which made Harada really upset.
And that's
so-
why he's in a barrel.
Yeah, it's fair.
Right. So, you said something about sparring. I mean to work off what's left of these pies.
Hey, you want to go then, lad? Is that it?
He's not gonna say it, but he's just gonna look happy at the suggestion of it.
Hey, your body language says everything for you. Oh, yeah, I can tell you've been champing at the bit all day. Come on. Harada leads Arcus through to the outdoor area. Just make sure you don't get on the soil. Mockingbird wants to use it for his vegetables.
All right.
As Ostrich turns to the rest of you and says, "Well, you did get that job done, yes?"
Yes, and perhaps we have another opportunity with it later for other things. But at the moment, all you need to know is that it worked out and we didn't have to kill anybody, and it was great. Definitely great.
Fantastic.
I found a brand new reinvigorated passion for recycling.
Full discretion, I fully expected you to have all come back here with blood on your hands, but oh my goodness, you really do exceed my expectations every time. Hopefully, your payment will arrive tomorrow, and I'll be able to dole that out before you head off on your next job. But regardless, if there's no other business that needs to be taken care of, do by all means go get some rest. You all look rather battered.
Yep. It was definitely a day. Definitely. Absolutely. It definitely existed. I'm gonna forget about it. And pretend
Honestly,
it never...
I'm convinced that we were just knocked out near the water tower and we're all dreaming.
No, we're very much here, or else my spells wouldn't work. Spells don't work in dreams, you see. Unless you are from that dream.
I shan't hold you any longer. And if there's nothing else anyone wants to do, you all head back to the lodgings, save for Arcus, who stays a little longer to spar with Harada. And if there's nothing else anyone wants to do, that is where we'll end the session.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's so good.
Nice.